And we are live, I think. I think we're live. Let's assume we're live. Hello everyone, welcome back to OGS. Welcome back to Three Hopes. I'm Rad, this is Spiky, and...
I'm Spiky.
Yes.
Well, they can't see you pointing at me, so I have to announce myself.
What? I guess you do. You could just say like hi or something.
I think we've done as much as we can today.
Is this the paralog?
Let's rest up and prepare for the next battle.
Wow, that sucks. Should we should start like slightly weaker.
Well, this is new. You're not usually the one suggesting we take
That's
time
weird.
off.
That's because there's been too much to do lately. I haven't had the chance to showcase my natural laziness.
Bro thinks he's Jan Hughes. You know, Jan Hughes.
Come on, I don't think there's a lazy bone in your body.
From
You
Tyrion
really
Cuthbert.
should take more time for yourself, Claude.
Which we stream on Sundays, 1 PM to 5 PM BST. I missed the plug, icon. Hold on a second. He's saying like, it's one thing to say that, but when is he telling people not to slack off? Oh, I forgot to check the microphone. Is that the microphone? That's the microphone. It's on. It's fine. I'll dip that down a little bit though. Okay.
Your Majesty?
Damn, she zoomed.
She zoomed in quick.
From Deirdre.
Uh-oh. This can't be good.
The city
Look,
is
I'm
being
just saying,
attacked by the
when
Almighty Navy,
we're in
and they're
Dimitri's
calling for
room.
any aid we can provide.
What? Oh. They
Leave
have...
for real.
Wait. What actually do we have in terms of land to sea defense strategies?
Someone delete Nadir for this.
Yeah, what the hell?
What?
Go slack jawed or claim they must be impastors. I mean, it's got to be one or the other, hasn't it? Go slack jawed is hilarious.
Has to be imposters.
I'm not the
If
imposter.
Nadir has actually done us like this, we're killing him on the spot.
This can't be the Almirans. We just got done kicking them up and down.
More importantly, Sheds, one of our guys is one of their generals. We're buddy with one of their biggest generals.
That was 6 months ago. That wasn't just got done. Also, this is a navy, not
Yeah,
a
that's
strike
not going to
force.
be the same army. Hey, Cassie! Good to see you again. You right? Oh, the news about Fortune's Weave.
Yeah, no.
Wait, did you hear
I've seen some of
news
that.
about-
I have.
Oh, am I the only
Welcome
one not
back,
in the loop?
Cassie, as well. Yeah, welcome back. I had to lean over to read the comment. Because I have to lean over. It's like that time in the Tyrion Cuthbert stream where we were looking at the gravestones and I was just like, huh? What's that? And then I got up to the TV and went, huh? What is that?
Oh no. Oh no. Wait, really? Is that a confirmed leak or is that just a rumor? If that's a confirmed...
There's a rumor floating about. I'm not sure if it is confirmed.
Geez.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Cassie, but I'm not sure if it's confirmed.
Oh,
but there is a
jeez.
big thing floating around that it's going to be 50 hours per route.
Oh no.
Because they said it's going to be a 200-hour game. I know that much.
Oh, wait.
They said it was going to be 200 hours, so everyone's thinking...
You know, I consider Persona 5 to be a pretty long game. It's only 100 hours, which sounds kind of weird to say out loud, only 100 hours. So are we really... I mean, breaking it up into 4 routes. The weird thing is...
Hey, at least we'll get our money's worth.
Damn, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
The thing was, when they made 3 houses, they explicitly made it, and they've gone on record saying this, that they didn't necessarily intend for everyone to be playing every route. That's why some of them are so similar. That's why Silver Snow and Golden Wind, Verdant Wind are so similar. Is
What if we
because
get
they're not expecting everyone to play all the routes.
What if we get the plot twist and there actually are 4 routes and they're all 200 hours long?
Oh god.
And we're just stuck playing that for like
No,
the rest of the year.
No, seriously, if that happens, we're gonna have to change the channel name from Overanalyzing Game Stories to Overanalyzing Fortune's Weave.
That's real, yeah.
We're gonna be at that for years. I mean, look how slowly we get through this. How many hundreds of hours are we on this already?
I think we're at 80 or something around that. Just it's crazy, honestly.
I agree. These are most likely pirates who have assumed.
Thank
their
God for
name.
that. I still don't know where the real Almiran Navy is, because again, we did just get merchant vessels.
I don't know how they worked out that. I mean, Judith's saying they're most likely pirates, but like, what's she basing that on?
She's hoping, and this
I mean,
game
we're all
is 3
hoping and
hopes.
praying, aren't we?
Either way, they've got to have a pretty sizable force if they can attack an
Wait,
entire
sorry, are
city.
these pirates with a big enough naval force that they're attacking the whole city?
Isn't Deirdre the capital?
Yeah, Deirdre's the capital of the Alliance.
If they're not pirates, then they are legitimately Almirans making an attempt on Leicester again.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
Because you take the capital, you win.
If they're pirates,
Everyone knows that.
If they're pirates, that's a move. I won't lie, power move. Really.
Yeah.
Like, imagine saying, you know what? Let's just go for the capital. Let's go pillage the capital. Like, wow.
We should send any units that are ready to mobilize. Who do
I love
we
how we
have?
say that. We have to take the ship back to the Alliance territory.
Oh yeah,
Because
technically
we're
on.
we're in Fargus
We're in
right
Fargus.
now. We need to take the Almiran boats back there. Almiran merchant ships, that is. We have to take those back down to the Alliance. Great.
My army can't spare much. at the
Your
moment.
army? I thought it was our army, Claude. Come on.
What do you mean? I'm the absolute leader.
Why did we go through that whole rigmarole of Claude being like, oh, yeah, sorry guys, I'll use the power of friendship from now on. And now he's back to saying, my army? Like,
Maybe
what?
he means his regiment.
To be honest, we're always a bit undermanned.
Yeah, that's
What?
weird. He really should have said the army if he meant the whole army.
Wait, wait, does he have a private militia that I don't know about or something? Why is he saying...
Well,
like-
funnily enough, as we said earlier,
Why-
Sheds kind of was the leader of his private militia for a bit.
Why is he saying that to me? Like, oh, we're a bit unmanned. I'd know that. I'm the High Commander.
Yeah.
I think I'd know if we're a bit undermanned.
I
You
mean,
don't need
to
to
be
tell
honest, she should know in the first place.
Still, we might be able to send a couple of folks.
me. We have some fog sites here.
I gotta say, it's not the kind of thing where you can just send a couple of folks and like if they lose, oh well. Like I mean, you can't just send like a couple of folks to a big army because they're sending them to their deaths.
Why are they? Why?
I mean, I guess we could send some guys to throw themselves on the Almiran spears.
why are we just like?
Why wouldn't you just not send anyone to begin with? Like, just why waste those guys'
Where are
lives?
these pirates coming from? Also, where are their boats coming from? We've already established that Folan doesn't know what a boat
they're
is.
going from there, aren't they?
I guess I assume
The
they're coming
Almira
from
has
Almira.
plenty of coast.
Yeah, I'm assuming they're coming from Almira, but we know we have a lot of show boats, but not a lot of real boats,
How about
which
me
is the
and you?
weirdest thing to say. Wait, sorry, I just locked in.
Although rare moment of Three Hopes, remembering that if you have a crest, you're a one-man army.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, rare moment of crest equals one-man army, but why? How is Claude the leader of the army, king of the
Leicester
Federation? How is he really just saying, I'm going to pack my bags, take a boat trip all the way back to the Alliance territory, while we're currently in the middle of an invasion? We're just going to leave the the invasion forces completely leaderless.
It's not a great look, is it?
You? But
There you
you're
go.
the leader of the entire army.
Case in
There you
point.
go.
Well aware of that, thanks. But as luck would have it, we've got a bit of time before our next battle.
What?
We have enough time before our next battle to take our boats down back to Deirdre, fight an invading force, and then take our boats back up to Fargus.
we're second.
When is it scheduled for?
We're literally minutes in, and we're managing to get a scheduled invasion. This is dire. But then again, we've been in situation dire for like the past 3 streams. Like, what?
Well, I mean, it's. I really like Three Houses myself, but I get it's not for everyone. Like, I won't pretend there aren't flaws. For instance, pacing's a big thing. And but if I'm perfectly honest, I think we're in the same boat of not particularly looking forward to Fortune's Weave.
Definitely not looking forward to Fortune's Weave, and not to mention people get so crazy online about Fire Emblem if you've ever seen them.
Oh yeah,
they get so crazy about it. It's like, it's not that deep, bro.
Yeah.
We're having a little educated discussion about a game story here. Let's keep it civil, right? Let's keep it civil. Like, bloody hell, they get pretty heated. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that's always been a terrible fallacy. It should have a name. It should have a name, that one. The it sold really well, therefore it's good fallacy. Like, I personally think Three Houses is good, but I wouldn't argue the case for it being good by saying it sold well.
Yeah,
like,
I give me some evidence. Here on the Overanalyzing Game Stories channel, we
need better evidence than it sold well.
We want some evidence of... And
this is how I always counter it. If it were the case that quality and sales could be conflated, then that would mean that McDonald's is the best fine dining you could have.
Yeah.
It's pound for pound better food than, any you'd see in a high-class restaurant.
Real.
Because they sell more.
Because it does sell
more.
They
definitely sell more. There's no way they don't sell more.
Yep.
So,
yeah, it's not a valid argument. If you want to say...
Yeah, a Big Mac definitely sells more than some filet mignon.
Like, I'm all here for, you want to say, I like this, I don't like that.
Yeah.
If you want to do that, all the more power to you. But, like, if you're going to say this is good, that's good, then just give me the fact of, like, I was going to say Claude's character is good, but I don't want to utter that sentence. So,
not in this route. No way in this route.
If you want to say, like, Ike's character is good or whatever because it has this through line of him learning to be less reckless, be more of a leader to his guys. Show me the quotes for that. Say, here you go, boom, there.
Ultimately, Path of Radiance is a coming of age story.
When people start talking about what Fire Emblems they like or don't like, though, they go feral because you just like you say you don't like Genealogy, the Holy War. That's crazy.
And people act like you don't know how to read, and it's like no.
Bro,
the reason I don't like it is because I do know how to read.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it, and actually, I'd say it's bad because I wasted like 180 hours of my life on that shit. That was horrible. Especially that last chapter where we just had level 19 generals all with Thor on for some godforsaken reason.
Damn.
And it's literally just 20 of those in a clump charging you down. Nah, I'm getting flashbacks to that. That was horrid.
If I might make an assumption, would I be correct in assuming that you, Cassie, value gameplay in your Fire Emblem over story necessarily? Or like not saying you don't appreciate the stories in Fire Emblem. I'm just saying, like, do you find the gameplay to be a more important aspect to your enjoyment of a Fire Emblem game? Because I mean that's a very valid take. And it's a take that I've seen.
Oh, absolutely, about Three Houses.
Because Three Houses has pretty, like, middling, and that's being generous gameplay.
It's an alright sandbox, but if you get past the sandbox and you actually want to try and play it, like, for what it is...
Claude is just planked from Ed and Eddie. Oh, take your time, take your time. it's chill.
Yeah, no, I do agree, though.
Claude was definitely someone who could have been more relevant in his own past.
Claude in Three Hopes is a dictator. and
But if we're not talking
three
episodes,
in Three
we're talking
Houses, I always describe him as just the guy who smokes weed in the corner and goes, bruh, and then the silver snow, and then just the silver snow route on that. Like, you just have Claude there going, bruh.
It's weird because like
crazy, dude.
You get like one extra revelation or something in Verdant Wind, which is really weird because like.
Why is Claude there? And why?
I always hear people saying, "Oh, it's the route where you learn all the truth about what's going on," and I'm like, "Dude, you just learned 3 chapters earlier that Rhea's the Immaculate One. That's all that changes."
It's really weird. I don't know why Claude.
And instead of fighting Rhea at the end, you fight Nemesis.
Yeah, Claude's a really he's a really weird one in Three Houses. I just don't think he has any. He doesn't do anything. Like, certainly with the Almiron thing, they don't touch on his Almiron, like, stuff at all. He literally just uses them as Daddy's army, occasionally. Yeah. And then that's it. They never touch on anything like that. And some people sometimes say, oh, it's like, he's going to unify... And you don't... The problem is, he ends it going, oh, I'm going to go to Almyra, and then we're going to, like, be friends, and Fodlan and Almyra will be friends. And it's like...
Best I can say
we're just... You haven't given us any reason... to think that in the plot, you know? You've just said Fodlan and Almyra are going to be friends now because you're in charge of Fodlan and I'm in charge of Almyra and we're friends. But we haven't done anything to actually mesh the communities or anything. So there wasn't any thought put into actually trying that, you know?
I've seen the first part of it, but it seems like there's going to be part 2, so I'll wait until that's done, so that before I respond. Feels fair that way, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's fair, valid. It definitely, you know, if we're talking about potential, you're absolutely bang on about Fates, because I think a game that had 3 full-sized Fire Emblem story routes, like Three Houses had 4, but the first half is always the same. It's just the last 10 chapters that are different, essentially.
Yeah.
Fates had, okay, the first 6 chapters are the same, and then you get Branch of Fate, and then you have another, like, what, 25 chapters each?
Yeah.
Like a fully sized Fire Emblem game. So there's 3 fully sized Fire Emblem games here, along with 2 DLCs.
Yeah.
And I mean, just think about that. That's we could have been having we could have had, you know, really deep dives into characters based on what route you're in, and seeing how they change depending on the events that they actually go through. Like best I can say for Edelgard in this game is that, or not this game, but in Three Houses, is that she in Crimson Flower, she's definitely a little bit more confident rather than the conflicted-ish person she is in some of the other routes, which you can attribute to Byleth being an enabler in that version of the game.
Yeah, I think, I mean, in regards to wanting good balance of story and gameplay, I think some games are fine. I think some games are fine with not having story. I like or not having that much depth in story. I like, you know, I like playing a Monster Hunter game, and like, it's fine for it to just, I'm here for the gameplay kind of thing. But certainly as regards Fire Emblem, because of the amount that it really says, hey, you've got to, hey, look, this is like 50% story, 50% gameplay, and there's not really a single game in the Fire Emblem series that doesn't either heavily misstep on story or heavily misstep on gameplay.
Yeah, the thing, the closest I think it comes is Path of Radiance,
and even then, it's way too easy. It's way too easy.
Even if you play on a higher difficulty.
I only lost because Ashnod like plumped me, literally just like killed Ike very quickly. It was really annoying, but that was the only reason I lost any units in a hard mode Iron Man in Path of Radiance. And I'm not saying that to be like, wow, look at me, big and strong. I'm just saying it's really quite simple. But yeah, you know, Path of Radiance at least has some good balance. Three Houses, you know, Three Houses, horrible gameplay, all things considered. Story, spot on. Pretty good. Well, some of it's spot on. I think it's... Looking back, it's like a lot more. Dimitri's pretty good. Some of the overall... The character work in it's really good. I think the overall plot's pretty dry, all things considered. But
There's characters and world building.
The characters and world building are really, really quite tight. I like those. I think those are good, but you have that sat next to Fates, which is the complete opposite of, people say at least, Conquest. Really quite good gameplay. But then, look at the story, and it's
Yeah.
and it's sword flies out of statue.
The blade has chosen Corin.
Amazing deduction, Lobster Man. Good job.
It's the marketing, the advertisements for Fates, it was very much like, I wasn't even into Fire Emblem when those were coming out, and I was like, yo, that looks kind of interesting. It just seemed like, you're playing as this character who's torn between these two families. Like,
they had a better,
immediately, like, super.
They explained the story better than the story explained itself.
Probably so.
They went, hey guys, look at this cool and interesting story, and then the story itself is just like, "Deh."
Fates remake when. But then again, if they did a Fates remake, they wouldn't change the story.
No, they'd never change the story.
They never change the story when they do remakes.
They never change the story when they do remakes and want to, and the story's bad.
Yeah.
When they don't, when it doesn't really matter, they'll change the story. Like Resident Evil 4 remake. I'm crying and shaking about that to this day, just because I played Resident Evil 4 way too much.
You choose your real family or your adoptive family.
Going back to Deirdre will be a stroll in the park for the two of us. Well, more like
it's
boat
kind
trip.
It's kind of an inherently. It's kind of an inherently like grabby emotionally. Like it gets you. It gets you because it's like, and the extra cool thing about that is that even just hearing it, that different people are going to have different feelings on the matter.
If I could throw a shot in the dark here, it's probably because there's an emotional stake to that of, okay, we've instantly set up this emotional like entrance point for the story. Yeah. So we're going, okay, what are we looking at here? Family, what does family mean? Yeah. So we're immediately getting a theme presented to us. Edelgard's thing is all right. A bit like, one, it's a bit we need to know the world building, and two, it's a bit we need to know the world building, and two, it's a bit like
lame teacher.
It's a bit. She just says, "Oh, Crest's a lame," like 30 times.
It tells you that this character has very extreme revolutionary ideas about the world that are contrary to the status quo.
The Fortune's Weave trailer, literally just. There's these super games, and whoever wins them, there's a Tenkaichi Budokai,
and whoever wins them gets the Dragon Balls.
Gets the Dragon Balls, and you get a wish. What? There's no theme going on there. Nothing actually being said here. I'm kind of like, that's where I'm at with the Fortune's Weave trailer, of just like, okay, but you haven't shown me who these characters are yet, beyond what their designs are. Like, they've very briefly said, my dad's gonna die or something, so I want to wish him back. There's something I need to do. I'm also definitely not Alucard. And, I hate that bandit guy who burnt down my village. And I can't remember who the fourth one was. Oh, Theodora. I'm Edelgard. But in a bikini. Which I genuinely do. I do question sometimes. Is Theodora going to be Edelgard, but in a bikini?
Oh, that's what... sorry, I was kind of reading that comment again and again because I was stupidly trying to work out what the I word is. Now I finally get it, and yeah, it really would be. And yes, previous games have done it. My God, has it really almost been 8 months since the last trailer?
Sorry, am I stupid? What's the I word?
It rhymes with best.
Biased?
And then you'd be right.
I'm so confused. Right, I'll just take it on faith, whatever that
S
is.
support. S support.
Oh no! Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that was mostly from what I understand, that was mostly a Kaga thing, of like in the games before Binding Blade, for instance. I don't think it really features in Binding Blade.
What
The I word.
Yeah. The spooky, scary.
I do agree. Like the reason I feel like the reason they did that is because Awakening was so free and easy with the Avatar character being able to marry anyone they wanted.
Yeah.
So I feel like they just did the same thing because it's like, well, Avatar character gotta be able to marry whoever you feel like because this is a
Yeah, but the story's based on family.
I
It's
know,
gonna happen.
like they should have had Corin not be like they should have just pulled a Robin again. Robin is just essentially you after you've been isekai'd.
We're lucky.
They should have done the same thing with either keep Corin as Corin and then your CAC is your avatar is someone else, or just change that up wholesale.
Maybe Thingy or Felicia, Jacob. That's it.
Yeah, maybe you could be Corin's butler.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's an idea. But either way, that would give the player the opportunity to imprint themselves onto their avatar and marry their waifu/husbando of choice, while also
Not having the strangeness.
not having the strangeness. And I really, 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 really think that their S support thing with the Hoshidans was just so terribly implemented.
Wow! I still love the Hinoka one. Hinoka.
Oh, Hinoka, I think we should push these feelings deep down.
We just need to push these feelings deep down.
No, Corin, I have this letter that says from our mother that we're not related at all.
It's like, no! What is this?
But like the thing I always wonder with that is like, do they then tell everyone else, or do they just like?
They're just
like,
secretly the only ones who know.
Bro, I'm just
Everyone
saying.
else is just looking at them like, huh.
And it's weird because they could have just had it not be a taboo in the setting, but then with Corin being like, we need to push these feelings deep down, it kind of implies that it is. You know what I
don't know if
mean?
making it not a taboo in the setting would make it any better, because it feels like just the that just feels like the when are you going to start acting like the adult that you technically are?
That was also
that was a horrible. I don't know if I want to call that a horrible translation or what. It was just it's the sussest line. It's like if you just say when are you gonna? It's the technically. If you just said when are you gonna act like like when are you gonna start acting like the adult you are, then at least
one of my favourite moments in that game.
At least it's obvious that she is an adult, but the fact that he puts the technically just makes it so like, in a legal sense, you are marriageable. However, it's like what?
You know one of my favourite moments in that game. But I think it would actually just be straight up my favourite moment in that game. The bit where the gang goes to Notress Guess.
Yeah.
And there's that Azura goes and dances and what's his name? And Garen groans increasingly in discomfort.
Yeah.
It's not for that though. Dude, that is so weird considering they're not even related.
That is very strange.
What on earth? It was
That's...
You'd have to know.
This music is right. I'm confused.
If you look up the characters, you'd even see that they were adopted.
Yeah, that's...
And yeah, it's still weird. I'd say it's still weird, personally.
Yeah,
But it's legal.
I'm confused.
I mean, they're not physically, they're not blood
Right,
related.
I'll just put my take out on I'll just put my take out on this. I think all of that, I think that shouldn't be there. I think it's very strange that medieval settings, things in these medieval settings, keep putting all of that in. Why do we keep having that put all of that in? And then they keep going like, oh no, but it's like historical or something.
Yeah, it's historically
and I go to the
accurate,
writer
bro.
and I just go, bro, no, no, you realise there's actually very serious biological consequences of doing this. People back in the day didn't do this. In fact, it was taboo, like it is today.
It is today.
It's like they. I'm like, no. People didn't generally do that. Like cousins, yeah, but that's because
That is the funny thing.
biologically, it you know.
I do think it's funny that like Azura and Corrin are cousins, and some people I've heard described like, oh well, I didn't want to marry any of my siblings in that game, so I married Azura, and then they find out in Revelations that they're related. It's like they pull a sneaky on you. They pull a sneaky on you and make you marry a family member anyway.
I just think it's very weird because I don't know why the writers do it. At the end of the day, it's the writer's fault for putting that in there.
Yeah.
And then I don't understand why they do all of that weird shit. Because once we boil it down, what does it do for everyone? Just makes the community very uncomfortable talking about it.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Like they're not. This doesn't add anything to it. It just makes it kind of weird. It's you know, it's one of those things where it's like, if you're not going to talk about this topic respectfully and deeply, then why is it there for shock value?
It's not even like they're for shock value.
It isn't there for
it?
shock value though. They just do it
whenever
weirdly.
it happens, they excuse it.
They always try to excuse it like, like in medieval this, that and the other. And it's
No,
like,
I mean in
stop
Fate
it.
specifically, they excuse it anyway. It's not happening because you know. Oh, they're not actually related.
Oh, they're not actually related. What's going on? Like, come on! It just makes everyone. It just puts this weird veneer of like.
Yeah.
It ends up just putting this weird like black coat of paint over it. Everyone thinks like, oh, don't talk about that. It's like, what? Why can't they just not be related so that we can like not have this weirdness around?
It's like how Ryoma and Ryoma in his S support. It turns out he knew from the start, which is, depending on your interpretation, damaging for the character or not. Because he, when during Branch of Fate, he's, Xander's like, come back, we're your family. And he's like, no, we're your real family. We're your biologically related family. And he knows that Corrin isn't. So it's like, yes, technically speaking, war crime. But even if we weren't, I don't even mind the. Okay, actually, let's not have that pass my lips because that would sound really weird.
That was gonna be clipped so easy. That was gonna be so good.
But never mind that. Even if we discard that, it's just plain not cool. That he's like, we're your real family, though.
Yeah.
When he knows they're not. It's just not cool.
I think that whole thing, it's bizarre to me why they put a bunch of. It's like they put a bunch of stuff specifically to skeeve people out, like the
pet your friends.
Pet your friends and things like
kind of weird.
Things like the fact that instead of Awakening where they say, hey, it's instead of in Awakening where they say, hey, this is your kid from the future in like an alternate timeline.
Yeah.
They go, no, you have a child
in the hyperbolic
time chamber, then leave the child in there and occasionally come back and visit them and everything.
It's like, great,
and like,
we're awful parents.
Wait,
now.
what? And you have to realise that for some reason, characters like Elise and Sakura are doing this, and they look exactly the same despite the fact that years passed, definitely. Because, well, they were in there still, so I don't even know what's going on there. It's just kind of weird.
It's funny, because like the Awakening thing of it being kids from an alternate future, I think honestly has more potential as a concept.
Well, at least it's like, okay,
because there's one that I really like. There's what's Semia's kid called again? Cynthia.
Cynthia,
Is that her name, Cynthia? I really like Cynthia's support with her dad. Like the long and the short of it is, she hangs out with her dad, she hangs out with her dad. They're having a great time.
Yeah.
C support, B support. Dad starts thinking, you know, Cynthia, Cynthia's kind of seems kind of a bit obsessed. Probably should like take a step back or something.
Yeah.
And then the A support, like he's about to say that, and then she just comes out with the you don't forget me when I go, okay, Father.
Yeah.
And it's like. Because and she explains the reason she's been trying to spend so much time with her dad is because she assumes that he's gonna that she's gonna go. Yeah. She's gonna go back to her timeline or something.
Yeah.
And never get to see him again. And
presumably he's gone.
He's already dead by that point. So like
bro's cooked.
And it's
so this is the last time she can be with him.
And the father then kind of breaks down in tears for that because it's like it's kind of. You know, but that has an actual emotional beat going on.
I don't
there.
know I don't know why the direction of Fire Emblem seems to be make the community get into arguments over weird, uncomfortable, random bullshit rather than just giving us a good story.
You know why?
And saying, "Hey, here you go."
Because Three Houses did numbers, and half of the reason is because no one would shut up about whether or not Edelgard was a war criminal.
Well, yeah, because for some reason we had half the people going, "No.
Edelgard did nothing wrong. Edelgard did nothing wrong. Rhea is an evil lizard woman," and then the other half going,
Source.
Rhea did nothing wrong. Edelgard's an evil war criminal lady, which, by the way, they're both deeply flawed people.
They are both deeply flawed, and it's so weird.
I lean more towards Rhea because only one of those two committed a massive war.
I think the reason I'll give you the
people.
reason with a quote. I'll give you a reason with a quote of the fact that well, not so much a quote as a paralogue of Hubert says, "Hey, we've got to go out and clear up some demonic beasts." Mm-hmm. And you have to go out and clear some like rogue demonic beasts, right? And it's like, oh, does Edelgard know about this? And he's like, no, we don't really tell her Edelgard about that. But in a separate paralogue, you have demonic beasts on your side, and Edelgard doesn't mention it. So does she just assume they're accidentally with them or something? Like, what does she think is going on there? Yeah, Hubert basically just says, oh, no, she doesn't know about the child experimentation we're doing. And then Edelgard just apparently doesn't even know why the demonic beasts are there. She just thinks, oh, I guess someone tamed them or something.
But yeah, female Robin and Crom support. It's funny because, you know, Crom and Robin have such a famously, like... They have such a famous relationship in Fire Emblem. Because they are essentially, like, two parts of... They are deuteragonists, kind of the story. Like, they're always together. They're always discussing about things. Ike Soren kind of thing going on here. And then the female support, the female Robin support with Crom is, hey, Robin, I need to talk to you for the... Ah! Oh no, you're showering! Crom, I'm showering! Oh my god, Crom, get out! I'm showering. And then the B support is like, hey, Crom, I need to talk to you about something. Oh god, you're showering! Robin, I'm showering!
Hold on.
What the hell?
They do say gods, don't they?
Yeah. Wait a minute, they worship Naga.
But they worship Naga. That's a monotheistic. That's a monotheistic religion. They should be saying, "Oh God" or "Oh Goddess," not "Oh gods." Who are these random gods? Who are they? I don't know. Wow.
Yeah, it's strange. It's just so shallow. It's just so shallow
the one
and
I
so
remember,
like silly, goofy.
The one that I remember was the I think it's Stahl and someone. I can't remember who it is. Stahl and someone.
They talk about the
really
contents of it. I could probably work it out.
It's just this one where he's like, "Oh yeah, I make potions and lotions. I do a little bit of brewing on the side." And I just remember seeing that support and thinking, why is this support more about the fact that Stahl and this other guy know about brewing than actually anything going on in the support? Like, there was no content to it other than just the fact that Stahl liked brewing stuff, and I was like, wow, amazing, what an exceptional character trait. What, like, that's some lukewarm stuff. You know, I'm nodding my head and going, right, very interesting guy you are. Like, they don't even go into depth about brewing or anything. They don't even, you know, they don't go the route of saying, okay, this is how brewing works, or this, that, or the other. They don't say anything about that, or give us a reason why Stahl brews, or give us a reason why the other guy does, or this, that, or the other. No, we just have Stahl for 3 supports straight saying, I like brewing.
Well, one of the...
Thank
I
you.
mean, the problem is, and Fire Emblem's had this problem for a while now, but it's so reliant on supports to carry the characters that can die in the story.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they can be done at any time.
Yeah.
So you can't have them account for each other. So they can't have massive amounts of character development. And that's a problem, because characters are much more interesting when they get to develop. Okay, don't clip me on that, because you can have a static character that's fun.
He has a meltdown. Someone has a meltdown in the S support. I've never seen this. I actually haven't seen that support. But what?
Oh yeah. Is that in the A support?
I mean, hey,
he's like, yeah, you're easy to talk to because like you're basically like a guy or something.
Oh yeah, that I don't know what that. I don't know
like that. It's like, dude, I know you're supposed to be kind of a bit of a himbo.
Yeah,
but
that's
like
strange. That's some strange.
You know, you're supposed to be emotionally wise. That's part of the himbo charm.
Some strange tomfoolery going on there.
And then yeah, it's either in the S support or in the auto marriage at the end of chapter. Is it like 11? You know, if you beat when you beat Gangrel, it just auto marries him to someone.
Yeah.
So and if you're there and you haven't like just done.
Hey, it probably can't beat out the Cordelia thing where she just straight up where you go up to her and say, "Do you love Crom more than me?" And she goes,
Is that a thing?
Yeah, like I swear in her support or something, he said like Robin says, "Oh, I know you probably won't love me as much as Crom," and she's like, "Yeah, that's probably true."
Oh,
like,
that's
wait,
Frederick.
what?
That's
What?
Frederick. That's Frederick.
That's Frederick. That's Frederick. I thought it was Cordelia. I was so like, wait, what?
Yeah. He's like, he says the wildest lines. Like he keeps like stammering stuff, and Robin's like, "Dude, just breathe." And he's like, "Okay, look, I know I'm coming on like a wyvern in heat, but like, which is just like, oh, it's the C support. Oh, my bad.
It's just so I don't know, like, well, I don't know, man. Some strange stuff going on in that.
Still, I wouldn't say no to
The other weird thing about Crom and his supports is like,
Oh, come on, Claude. What do you, Claude? I'm also. We're like 3 of the high generals of the army and really doing this.
the thing. Oh, what is it? Yeah, Olivia, right? His supports with Olivia, you can literally only get in the support viewer.
Oh yeah, true. Because
no, sorry, the S support specifically, because you can get C, B, and A any other way.
Yeah.
But like the S support, you can only watch in the support viewer, because the only way to have Crom marry Olivia is to give him up to C support points,
and no one else.
And no one else is C supported with him.
So strange.
I mean, I was just basic, so I had him marry Sumia.
Yeah, I mean,
but funny old game.
Yeah, Awakening is a very strange one.
I mean, it saved the series. It did
it's a strange. I mean, it's about new Fire Emblem, really. Yeah. A lot of the thing, because Fire Emblem was definitely a lot more.
That was where it focused more on characters and being like, oh, you can hang out with all these characters.
I think the problem is
the life sim elements.
I think the problem is that the characters in the
making
games,
it more cozy game style.
The games in the game, the characters in the games up to that were very much disconnected from the main plot, other than the main cast.
Yeah.
But nowadays they keep trying to insert loads of characters in the main cast. Like, when you get the Shepherds, when you meet all of them, and Maribel, and like...
Yeah, she waits until a chapter later to join you. And then Rickon comes in a second, and then here's this person.
And Cordelia's here, and, there, and the other, and it's like, what were you doing?
During the main story. I forget when that happened.
Well, it's because Sumia isn't even in the... That Sumia's not in the game for some reason, but Cordelia is.
You know, the weird thing about... I forget if it's a design of Lucina's or if it was a design of Cordelia's. But, like, there's one that's just... Or maybe it was someone just edited Cordelia to have... No, I really strongly feel like it was concept art.
What?
There's this kind of Cordelia with blue hair looking thing. Or this design for Lucina that looks like Cordelia.
Oh, I see.
And it's like... she looks so much like Cordelia, weirdly. Like, if you turn Cordelia's hair blue, you could...
Well, I
so
won't lie,
easily confuse her for it.
Sumia's kid kind of looks like Cordelia.
You're not thinking.
I'm thinking Cynthia looks like Cordelia. Just saying. I think she kind of does. Maybe I'm just barking up the, bibbidi-babbidi brook, but, like... I don't know. Anyway, you should take Leone. He's probably going to say something peak for this. Leone insult incoming.
How about Leone?
Yeah, I was thinking someone more like you.
I mean, that wasn't so bad.
Yeah, he just didn't care. He just that was the illusion of choice right there, fellas. We just had suggest he take me, suggest he take Leone, suggest he take Shamir. No, I was thinking you. What?
I maintain that the only reason that he doesn't have a support with Cordelia is because most of Cordelia's lines and like by herself with a team up partner in the overworld,
her character,
most of her extra lines are, "Man, I wish Crom was in love with me."
Yeah.
In the barracks, her thing is, "Oh, I hope no one noticed my how to get him to fall for you."
Man, I
book
wish
lying
Crom was in
around.
love with me. You literally have a daughter with him.
You have 2 kids with him. What are you talking
You have
about?
2 kids. What are
Cordelia?
you talking about?
Like, she'd seem really insecure then.
Yeah, that'd just be kind of creepy. Like, ugh.
He doesn't. He loves me.
He doesn't
he
love
loves
me
me
enough.
not. He loves me. He loves me not. But like, I think that's why, because I don't think there's another character for which. I don't think there is a character for which their lines change depending on anyone they're married to.
Yeah.
So it is just like they wanted to do this. Oh, Cordelia's in love with him. Thing. Therefore, they can't get married.
Well, that's the problem with having so much like.
By a choice.
Yeah, and so many characters can, get married and everything. There's all of this intermarriage, I was going to say, but that sounds a bit weird. But, so many of the characters getting married to this, that, and the other, that it all just... They can't really talk about lots of things, because imagine... Let's imagine Robin... Let's imagine, like, Robin gets married to... I mean, this is kind of the weird thing. I don't know why...
You can actually have it happen.
This is... What?
If you have... if you can get... Lucina and Wayne... They can they do S support. They can S support. But they realise that they're actually literally always cousins. And so it's...
Yeah.
They just changed it to...
friends,
partners.
Yeah.
Not wife and husband.
I think one of the other things is one of the big things you should be having with, and I guess it's why Tiki only has like one support with Robin, but like it's weird because it doesn't change the Morgan thing or anything.
Doesn't change it? Why would it change it?
Well, I'm just saying Morgan never says how like weird it'll be that in a flicker of her lifespan, her dad will die. But her mother, she's going to see her way, 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 way into the thousands, Thousands of years later, her mum will still be there, chilling. She'll be chilling. It'll all be fun.
I mean, if we're
Her dad's
splitting hairs... If we're splitting hairs here, the same absolutely applies for Noe.
Yeah, Noe as well, though. But I mean, like, no...
Or Nah, because
Nah.
you could do Nah as well.
Jeez,
so
Nah.
weird.
Like... I mean, think about that, though. Imagine... Well, actually, yeah, no. Imagine Robin marries Nah.
People blame Fates for it, but, like, Awakening started the weirdness.
Yeah, Noe was... Well, I don't know what they were doing with Noe. I really don't.
The thing
Sounds
that annoys
weird.
me, because... The thing that annoys me is I actually think Noe's got a really, like, interesting character.
Yeah, I
but
like
the only thing anyone ever talks about is the design. So it's just like,
Yeah.
if she had a less weird design, we could have
Yeah.
been, talking about how cool she is as a Mannequin and as a person.
Yeah,
As, like,
because
as a Tiki archetype character.
Noe doing the whole, oh yeah, I act like a kid because, well, I act like a kid just because I I'm basically just coping.
Yeah.
Like I all of you guys are gonna die in, you know, like that to me.
Yeah.
I don't know who you people are. I never really will, because give it 100 years, you'll be dead and gone.
Yeah, and she's also dealing with the fact that, you know, she's the last of her kind.
Yeah, the fact that, well, she is effectively the immortal in a
How the
mortal
hell
world.
don't Tiki and Noe have a support?
Yeah, they don't. For
How
some
the
reason.
hell do they not have a support? What a strange missed opportunity there.
Realizing, oh wow, there's this other person who's an immortal. But imagine that as, like, well, Morgan.
Yeah.
From imagine having Morgan, the daughter of Nar,
Yeah.
the daughter of Noe, and that's just a whole can of worms, you know.
So Morgan's mother and grandmother are going to be around her entire life, basically.
Yep. And her father and grandfather dead within a second.
Well, I mean, they actually went and deliberately tried to kill grandfather, though.
Yeah, true.
Because Valadar was kind of evil.
No, the other grandfather, the one who married Noe.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Well, that does technically mean, yeah, Valadar would be. That is strange to think, but anyway. You know, it's just a whole web of... I think because of the whole marriage thing, it just muddies the waters on what's... It's as Rad always says with the support system in general, of they have to cover their backs so much on character development, because you can't have Bernadetta get over her
That's
fears.
why people don't like Bernadetta's supports, because
Yeah.
the C support comes along and she's scared of everything again.
So you can get up to the A support with someone else and still have a B support in the waiting, where she goes, I'm so scared of everything. And in the A support you just had, she went, I'm finally over my fears.
Oh, jeez,
And then she's back to it.
Yeah, I mean, there's for all that system's faults, you do get the odd support in Awakening and Fates, which actually just has an interesting dynamic between the characters, and thus allows you to see a little some interesting new sides to the both of them. But God, engage! No,
What's
man.
an engage? What's an engage? I've never heard of this.
Never heard of engage.
Never heard of her. Never. No engage. No.
Oh my God! The
I'm scared of
divine
it.
dragon looked at me.
And here I was looking forward to a little
Yeah,
time
real.
off.
That's my thoughts when I played engage. That was
You didn't even
so
finish it. I had to finish it.
Yeah, I couldn't with that. It was so engage. I can't.
Well, seeing as the king himself is making the time, how about you buck up and do the same?
I'm Chloe. I like folk food, so I will talk about folk food in every support.
Judith isn't about bucking
My
up.
name is Citrine. I am rich, so I will be rich in every support.
It's because of the art style, I know, but I always look at Citrine and the what's she called, the wolf girl. I always look at those two and think, they look like siblings.
I want to say Ruby, but that's absolutely wrong, isn't
It's
it?
like only blonde hair, blue eyes.
Do you think if I type in Fire Emblem Wolf Girl,
you'll probably get it? Oh no, wait, you might get
I'm gonna try though. I'm gonna
Caden's
try.
daughter.
Fire Emblem Wolf Girl. I do
Get
like her
Caden's
design.
daughter.
I do like the Red Riding Hood thing they've got
Yeah.
going on there. No way! It
Oh,
worked.
it worked.
It worked. The actual first choice was Merrin, and then and then we've got in third place
Huh?
Camilla Valoria.
Huh.
That is funny.
That's Camilla's
It looks
head.
really
on-
good.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
That looks official.
Hidden design, but anyway, yeah. Regardless of engage. Oh, engage.
Yeah, Merrin's
Yes, ma'am.
constantly concerned
Of course,
about being
ma'am.
cool.
Oh
Um,
no. Alfred wants his muscles.
Alfred's working out. Like the only one of the only supports I can think of that was worth a
That's
damn in
probably-
that was the A support between blonde man and blonde sister.
What?
You just called him by name and I forgot it. Guy with muscles.
Alfred.
Alfred, that's it. Alfred and his sister. Saline.
Yeah.
You know, the A support where they where the A support where you know he collapses and she's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, is your disease coming back? Is that condition coming back? And he's like, yes, but don't tell anyone people will start thinking I can't pull my weight. But brother, you're dying. He's like, I don't care. We all know we all knew I wasn't gonna live that long anyway. Daleen. It's like
boom, boom.
Breaking Bad.
I mean, yeah, that's the only thing I could ever think of with Alfred's character. I think it was just my mind trying to make something more interesting going on in like such a bland game.
The weird thing is, nothing actually comes of that in any way, shape, or form anywhere else, which is such a shame because that's really interesting as a character thing, especially for a character who's so young. Like,
Absolutely.
what a memento mori.
Glad that's
Yeah, Diamond. Yeah, actually, because like the usual thing with both the protagonists and the more so the avatars, but definitely the protagonists as well, the main lords, is that their supports are less about them and more about the person they're talking to, because of course they have the whole main story to develop.
Counterpoint is Diamant's gimmick being the main character. Possibly.
His gimmick is he's the main character, not in the sense that he's like I'm the main character.
Yeah, no, but like his gimmick. I mean, honestly, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say it kind of feels like that is what he is, in a lot of ways. It's like everyone has a gimmick except for Diamant because his gimmick is that he's a protagonist. He's like a traditional Fire Emblem protagonist, which would be more interesting if he got scenes rather than just.
That's the one that should have had more roots.
Yeah, I mean, well, hey.
I mean, I think Alfred would work as a lord potentially. I think Ivy definitely
could. I don't know. I don't know about Tamara. Tamara just. She was just annoying, and then occasionally went. Did you know we have spies in all of the other countries? Anyway, like,
I was like,
that was so out of pocket.
Hey, what?
That was
what
so
do you
out of
mean?
pocket. When they just reveal, oh yeah, we have spies in all the other countries. Oh, the unallied ones, right?
No, all of them.
Like
the ones we're
you
allies
too.
with. Like we have spies in your country too. Why do you have spies in?
Like,
A sad
you
truth
have
for most.
spies in my house.
Why do you put spies in my house?
I thought
Sorry,
all
what are these
lives
guys
were
talking about?
separate.
We haven't done our due diligence and overanalyzed
Overanalyzed
this game story.
Okay, what we got here? Bring it down. Fire's taking it. Okay, they're definitely. Yeah, he's like, oh, you're gonna go Myra, still keeping up with the act. What if now
these?
Myron heard you? Sea dogs lacking skill, they make up for in sheer numbers.
Okay. Hoax are clearly as scared of Almirans as ever, otherwise intimidation tactics like these will never work. Okay, fair enough.
Which bloodthirsty beasts.
Before I met Nadir, I thought they were all bloodthirsty beasts. Nadir is... I don't know why Nadir's superpower is making people think that... Oh no, he's chill.
He's chill, honestly.
Like, he's not really that chill.
There's more where that came from.
He hasn't done anything like chill-worthy.
Sorry.
Or saying he's
More of them, is it?
chill-worthy.
Let's knuckle down and put
Yeah,
them
I
in
d-
their place.
I don't want to. I don't want to like sit here and be like, oh, Tamara's like such a terrible character, but
Well, that sounds bad.
they did just kind of squander lots of development that you could have had with that character.
I think Alfred is more of a... I would rate them as like... I'd rate them as... You've got Diamant at the top, who's basically just... He doesn't get any screen time to be...
I can't believe they had the balls.
He is literally the king of that country, but they
Oh,
don't
yeah.
develop him at all. For some reason, they just go, should we develop the fact that he is now actually ruling that country? If Foden what?
If Foden looked out a little more, maybe our opinion on Elmira would change. Buddy, you do realise that we're constantly being invaded by that country. They're
Yeah.
absolutely an enemy nation.
They're literally an enemy nation. They can't...
I know you're friends with Nadir, but that doesn't mean you should start siding with his people.
Wait, I know. Wait, she's like, oh, I know.
We'll strike at their weakest point.
Yeah, you're buddy with him.
Yeah, like what? Okay. But yeah, no. My thoughts on the
Just about all the pirates in
no
the
thoughts on the
city.
lords are
Let's head for
basically
the harbor storehouse.
Diamant is just squandered by the fact that he could be interesting.
Are we going here?
Yeah, we're going left, I think. But he could be interesting if we had more time to actually develop him. Less just supports and then in the group scenes with everyone else. I think Ivy's got mostly the same thing of like she's a ruler. She could be interesting, but they just play up her "I'm scared of ghosts" thing. Like she's Lysithea too, and I mean she basically is Lysithea too. Like we've got maybe we'll do. Maybe we'll develop and give her some. Nah, let's not. She's scared of ghosts or something. What? Really?
Yeah, so like, let's see. She had to turn against her entire nation, had to fight her dad, after he turned into a zombie, had to renounce her religion. Like, Jesus Christ, this is some intense shit the character's doing.
We have these set up for a character that could be interesting. We don't have anything else there. And then we have Alfred is... We've got the idea of something cool there with him dying and knowing he's dying, but absolutely nothing is made of that because they just constantly overshadow it with "I love muscles." And Tamara, I don't know what Tamara is even doing there. She's just there. I feel like, honestly, she's just there.
If only we brought more soldiers.
You didn't call for me, kiddo, but I'm answering the bell anyway.
Oh no, there's he. So chill.
What are you doing here?
I can't stand by and let a bunch of pirates drag Elmira's good name through the mud. This
I
so-called
don't
Elmira
disagree
Navy
with
is
that.
a joke.
But there's more to the comment,
Far
for
as
sure.
the eye can see.
Well, they've certainly got nothing on you. Feel free to relieve as many as you like of their duties.
Now leave.
Now leave. I definitely agree with the Illusia thing, because the plot in the other two areas completely useless.
See that, kiddo? I kicked all those
So I definitely do. I definitely do agree with the Illusia thing.
So they didn't get away with it.
The reason I'd say
I really owe you one, Adair. Well, another one, actually.
Looks like a pirate leader is passing.
You know what? That actually
Finish
that actually makes his relationship with his brother kind of interesting in a way.
Yeah.
Because they're actually more similar than they realise.
if he more openly showed, like, especially if they have a support and he goes like, hey,
I
you don't think
I
I'm...
kind of get it. I kind of
Yeah.
get it. Because like when his dad says like, "Oh, I'm gonna go and fight" or something. And well, I mean,
Yeah.
if I die, you know, there's still you, isn't there, son? And he's like, "Dad, don't joke about that, for God's sake."
I better dig deep or he's gonna steal all
And you know, yeah, there's obviously the thing of like, I don't want to see my dad die, but I always myself felt that there was a little bit of, I don't think I'm ready yet, Dad.
Yeah. I think Diamant. I think honestly, Diamant does go through a complete arc. I think I'd say yeah. Mainly the issue is really he doesn't get enough screen time. I guess the reason why I disagree with him going through a complete arc in a way is not because I disagree with him going through a complete arc, but because it's almost like
Judith
his-
worked out that
Lester fought against Elmira for years, so I've grown to know them.
I get the
But
feeling
it's-
you have an attachment to Elmira.
You must think I'm pretty dim if
it's almost like Diamant. I guess it's because while the plot is going on, that's going on in the background. It honestly feels like Diamant's entire thing is getting sidelined. It's really effective, I think. Because I think Diamant, I think it's just so in the... It's so... Diamant could be really, really interesting and we could have some great stuff there. And we do get some of it. But you know what else we don't get? We don't get any, like, idea of what's going on there because it goes, oh no! The king's dead! Anyway, Aaliyah, I think you need to go and fight the big evil scary guy. It's like, what? We're not going to linger on that?
Yeah.
And I mean, part of that, of course,
I
is...
actually didn't know that thing about Alcris changing his script quotes after chapter 10. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is really, really good. But how are you having the... It's like they're scared to put too much weight into Diamant's character and Diamant's arc.
That makes
because
me
we don't know him. Because we've only just met him. It's like, what?
That makes me want to bring up Alchrist and Sailing's support. You know, because their support is centered around, like, Sailing gets it's, you know, it's both nighttime. Alchrist bumps into her at the pool.
Yeah.
And you know, it's like, and they open up to each other about the fact that the reason they can't sleep is because they're so stressed out about their siblings potentially dying. Yeah. Alfred from his illness and Diamant from battle, and they're both concerned because, well, in Sailing's case, it's kind of an inevitability. She kind of knows, I think, in her heart a bit that Alfred isn't going to be there forever. Yeah. As for and she is eventually going to be the queen for sure. But for Alchrist, he's definitely more like he kind of concludes that. Yeah. Basically saying, I wouldn't be as good as a king as Diamant is, so I'm going to fight. I'm going to give my life if I have to make sure that he survives this.
Yeah. I genuinely do think that, because of, you know, all the sidelining they do. Because if you think about it, before Diamant's introduction, obviously we can't have any Diamant. So we don't get any Diamant, so he's not built up.
Oh, I like this song.
Then, what is going on with this song? A little bit like Mario Party, waiting for the board to, you know, opening of the board, Toad's talking to us. Like, you know, roll the dice, everyone. What's turn order going to be? Oh.
But, that's a shout. Yes, that reminded me of that sick info you gave us that one time. They didn't want traditional heroes. You know, we've got to have some. We've got to have a hero that we've got to have a protagonist that the audience, the pathetic, cowardly audience can relate to. You know.
Yeah, it's just so crazy. I don't know what that was, and I think, being wholeheartedly honest, Diamant is something that I think they get wrong so many times is the concept of like. I think I probably said like,
this at
looking
the time.
back on it, it is really quite clear. Diamant was totally. They were going to have a traditional Fire Emblem Lord,
which would make sense for an anniversary game.
Yeah, and then they just went, oh no, let's. The problem I think the thing I don't like about Diamant is basically the fact that it feels like he's almost a joke about the whole thing. Like when he goes over to when you go to Illusia. And he's like, Father, no! And it's almost like it's played for laughs, because it just happens, and then everyone just goes ... It's like, what the? We're just not gonna care about that. Like, nothing comes of that. It's so bizarre to me. It's like they're joking about it.
However, this comment here about Echoes being made back in 2017, being the last one with a traditional lord in the main characters, in the player character's role. It must of course be remembered that Echoes is a remake. Yeah. The last time we had an original character wasn't Echoes.
Oh god.
It wasn't Awakening. It wasn't even in Shadow Dragon. The last time we had an original lord character was Radiant Dawn's Micaiah.
Whoa, that's actually crazy.
Holy moly!
Oh my god.
Oh my god, this is insane. I'm looking up Radiant Dawn's...
Micaiah is the last normal lord. This is opening Pandora's box. It's just crazy.
Insane.
I don't... What?
Radiant Dawn.
That's crazy. like I guess the reason I don't like
2005. That's 21 years
21 years old. Oh my god. Wow.
If you were born the same year the last traditional Fire Emblem Lord came out, you can drink now in America.
Wow. Wow. What? Wow.
Oh lordy.
That's honestly just this is blowing me away. But I wow. Yeah, I think that's why I think that's why I don't like Diamant. It's not because I don't like his character. It's because I kind of feel like the writer was trying to joke about the archetype that was a good archetype anyway, by just doing the most traditional thing and then going like, haha, it's funny. But then again, half of Engage feels like a sitcom anyway, rather than an actual dramatic thing.
And then they do like a big dramatic thing, and it kind of doesn't land because we were just like doing weird clown jokes in the last part,
and it just keeps coming across to me like it's some sort of parody thing. They're joking about it, and I'm like, well, I liked when you did this for real. Like, don't just go, haha. It's like they're going, oh, now I'm, haha, now I'm gonna go stab King Duncan, and it's like, well, why are you taking the piss out of Macbeth? It's not funny. It's like, actually go, wow, yeah. I mean, let's make a good story here rather than just, effectively being a coward and going, oh, sod it, they'll love a good Avatar, won't they? And they'll love a good this, that, and the other. Like, come on, man.
The problem with Crom is like, yeah, he's a lord, but like you're still playing as Robin, not as Crom.
Yeah, you're not playing as Crom, and
like you're playing as Makai, you're playing as Ike, you're playing as Alm, and
the story's really weird because
it's the character you're playing as that's the main.
The story's really weird because Crom's like the main. He's definitely the main character for the first arc. Then the second arc is basically just Valm, question mark, and then
that's a filler arc.
It's just a filler arc, and then Robin takes main character spot for the end. So it's like, I don't know.
Although, like, yeah, he's in a lesser role, but he is still like pretty important. Like they do the whole, oh, I'm gonna do the awakening ritual so I can make Falchion strong enough to.
But he's honestly just, he's not as important, especially because when the good ending of the game or whatever, you have to have Robin go like, no, Crom, don't do it. I'll sacrifice myself. What?
I honestly, if
that's what I mean.
The mocap was the mocap. Like the actors, I'm sure they were trying their best, but whoever was directing was just being so lazy. How many times is it just there's the enemy character on one side,
reverse shot,
and then all of our characters literally just lined up on the other side, and if they're about to fight, they do that like
they do the crouch.
They do the crouch thing.
We're ready to fight.
But then afterwards,
I'll never get over the close up on the close up on Diamant's face as he just doesn't emote and goes, "Hyacinth, you bastard!
Hyacinth, you bastard!"
And it's like the most. Is just like, wait, what? Yeah, what are we doing?
Whoever was voice
directing, did they give him one
that?
take of that or something? Because he didn't really. There was like some weird cadence to that. I swear. It's like,
wait, hold on. What does Hyacinth do in that scene?
Oh, he's like, oh, I resurrected your father's corpse. I animated his corpse.
So I resurrected your dad as a demon.
Yeah. And now you have to fight him to get to me.
Yeah, I think that warrants a little more than, like...
And he basically just says,
jerk!
Oh, you're a poopy head, and that's it. And he doesn't really
it's
get anything
delivery.
else.
I do mean delivery. I'm not saying he should be swearing like a sailor. I'm
no,
saying
but I mean...
He should have a little bit more bite in his, you bastard!
Well, yeah, but I think he should... I think he should maybe say more than just that. Especially because even then, like, they have a pretty...
Oh, stick in an extra qualifier, like rotten or something? Or do you mean something else?
Or like, just... Be, really hammer home the fact that, wow, you killed him in front of me, and now you'll go and... You killed him in front of me, and now you parade his corpse around like this? Like, I'm gonna, proper... I'm going to kill you for this. Not this... Ah! Grr.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh yeah, no, the voice sync in that was definitely bad because they did I'm not blaming the voice actor. I'm definitely blaming I'd always blame the voice team. The voice actors at the end of the day are at the whims of whatever the team says. Hey, no, we need you to do this. I know there's a good example of that, but I can't remember what it was, but I swear there was like one game where we saw there was some incredible voice actors, really good voice talent, and then it was just like, these were the flattest performances I've ever heard. What was going on?
Tri-strat.
Oh my god, triangle strategy, no.
Triangle strat, like I thought those must have been all really crappy voice actors. I look up the list, I'm like, these guys are all really good. What the hell's going on here?
Genuinely, oh my god, that game. The voice talent was great, but the performances, I've never heard something so flat. Especially the protagonist. He had no emotion. I actually think AI have more emotion than that guy.
Serenoa, that was his name.
Serenoa. No, that voice actor is very talented for being able to do something so robotic. Don't get me wrong, the character was not a robot.
Yeah,
this
that's
was just
an important thing to throw in.
The character was supposed to be emotional. They even at some point said how emotional he was, and he's saying like, "We need to go and capture the outpost."
And you know the funny thing about that
what
is he's the thing I remember him most for
yeah
is Dragon Quest 11. He played Silvio, or Silvio, was that it? Sylvando?
Sylvando.
Sylvando, that was
it. Darlings!
Yeah, very flamboyant, very fanciful, very campy, like,
very big performance.
Oh,
wow,
darlings,
lovely.
let's head over to the this, that, and the other.
It was such a big performance.
Oh, what a grand adventure we're all about to embark on.
And it's like
nothing but emotion in his voice.
It's like,
and it was like, where did
he go?
Did they like extract all his emotion before he did that?
They stole his emotions, genuinely.
He yoinked his emotions, poor guy.
We'd have been toast if Nadir didn't show
Would we?
up.
Oh, I didn't know. I don't know what's going on in this paralogue anymore. It's just like, this paralogue just happened. I actually genuinely don't know what to say about it.
Well, there were some pirates.
There were some pirates,
We
and
fought
now
the
they
pirates.
are. And we did a bit of, like, the weirdest thing was we did the whole, Almyra and the pirates and everything. And then Judith basically went, she said what I was going to say.
Oh my goodness me.
What?
I didn't realise he was Iron Fist in Marvel Rivals.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, though. I remember that.
Dragon Unleashed! And, you know, all of that stuff. That's crazy.
You've got a long way to go if third-rate.
Oh, he was Lex in Unicorn Overlord.
Oh,
The red-headed guy.
Oh, no. Oh, wait,
Fighter dude.
He does sound like that. Yeah, I can remember
Yeah.
that.
Oh, he was in Rune Fact 3. That's crazy.
Yeah, just crazy that you get people like that, and you put them in.
There's the Diamond.
There's Diamond, yeah. You get people like that.
Additional voices.
I
You noticed God of War there as well.
I noticed God of War, and I was like, wait, no. This isn't the first time that it's happened. This is the first time it's been like, oh yeah, God of War, they played it, and it's like, what?
In our defense, we'd have been fine if we could have brought a few more.
He was in the dub for Squid Game. I didn't realise that.
I
He's
don't
got
know,
a big
kiddo.
list, though.
You're good at the whole confidence side of things, but not so hot when it comes to actually sealing the
I need to look me dead in the eyes, Nadir, you know, and bit lovingly gazing into my eyes, kind of scary.
A man who calls himself Nadir the Undefeated says,
Oh
I'm
my god.
overconfident. That's what.
He's the English voice of Hugh from Pokemon.
Damn it! Oh, no.
From Black and White 2. That's insane.
Cut it out, you two. This friendly banter is going to make me
Oh,
sick if you keep
they,
it up.
they did. Claude did the like animatronic turn again. The little. It just turns on his gyros. Really creepy.
Oh my god, he was in
Clearly know
Obra
each other better
Dinn.
than you're letting on.
Oh, loved a good bit of Umbra Dinn.
Say,
I should
kiddo,
probably put this down and start
maybe now's
analysing
the
instead
time
of
to,
looking at Stephen Few's
know.
acting resume.
Why
It's his
did
filmography.
Is it Stephen Few? there's a few of him? Is that how you say that?
I
Or did you just misspeak there?
I intended to say few, but I don't know why I thought. I just had a feeling that's how it was pronounced.
I don't know the name. Maybe it is supposed to be few.
Stephen Fu. Stephen Fu.
Right. Actually, Judith, this is probably a good opportunity for me to come clean about something.
Say, kiddo, might be the time to, you know. what are we talking
Claude's
about?
coming out of the closet. Oh my god.
Oh no. Well, no, actually, all right. No, fair enough, Claude. Go on then. He's the dictator. He's allowed to do what he wants.
Has been for the last 20 years.
Oh, that's pretty.
That's a
Important
strange.
to mention.
That's a strange one to open up with, but sure.
Lady Tiana. Huh. Well, that's a bit unexpected, but
Is that the
not
first time
altogether
we learned
surprising.
Claude's mother's name?
Probably. Oh no, I think she said it before in like one of the base conversations.
That's where I was born, Elmira. And my father, he's a king.
Wait. So that makes you an Almiran
And yes, that
prince?
does in fact make it fratricide when he
Wait a
shot his
minute,
brother in
you
the
shot
chest.
the other Almiran prince in the chest. Yes. So that was just fratricide. Yes.
I am. Sorry I didn't
Sorry.
see that before.
Sorry.
Well, this certainly
Good
isn't
sorry.
something I expected to hear today. Still, I imagine it's not
So is she
easy
in
to
high
bring up.
heel bucklers there?
Oh, that's fancy.
High heel buckler boots. Is crazy.
Those are the proper pirate
So what's
boots.
your deal? You don't seem surprised
At least
by
it's
this
not
at all.
Claw's big yellow boots.
So you already figured it out. Claim your mind is blown.
I don't think Sheds is all there enough to. Half the time she's speaking to Arvel in her head, so I'm gonna assume she actually is mind blown by this.
Hey, I'm
Wait
still
a
trying to
minute.
put all the pieces
Wait a minute.
together.
What?
This wasn't
What? Mandatory?
mandatory. This was a paralog.
Yeah, which means now it's never
Which
gonna
means
happen.
which means it doesn't matter.
Yep, doesn't
Because
come up in story.
It has to not come up in the story. So he's never going to reveal that he's an Almiran prince, and neither is that going to affect any decision made by anyone else in this plot.
Brilliant.
How? That is the most pertinent thing he said in this plot so far.
We really just get revealed that the last, that's the last mention we're gonna hear of the Almiran plotline again.
I could tell Shahid was close to Claude somehow when we were fighting him.
So the saying, "Oh, brother," saying that didn't. You just got confused. I mean, I know I was the one who clicked that, but I find it funny that Sheds was like, "Oh, okay, wait, let me think of a reason I'm confused."
Wait, Shahid was a prince too.
Was.
Would have
You're
been
locking in now, Judith. You're kind of realizing he shot his brother
That
in the
would be a
chest.
great reaction image.
Hey, what this?
Yeah, there's something about that
Yeah,
that
you know
screams
what?
great reaction
No,
image.
that's
to
pretty
me.
good. That's pretty good. Save that one for later.
Different mothers, but yeah. He was
Did
my
you
older
see
brother.
Nadir's arm disappear
I didn't want to fight him.
in the
I
right
really
screen?
I didn't, but you never know.
Am I crazy? I don't know.
didn't. Well, for the sake of both Fodlan and Elmira, he had to be.
That's what they all
He
say.
had to be dealt with. Yeah, right. You shot him in the chest. Let's just be real here.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, the odd thing is, they're very fun. Like, Fire Emblem Heroes did numbers.
Yeah.
Like, they've made over $1 billion with that.
Yeah.
So I think Intelligent Systems' Fire Emblem division is pretty financially secure just for Fire Emblem Heroes alone.
Yeah, absolutely.
It made, like, unquestionably Fire Emblem Heroes has made them more money than any individual Fire Emblem game. Probably quite a few of them put together, honestly. But
Claude's animation is leaping weirdly.
so
Someone look at that twitchy motion he's doing.
I don't know if they're that concerned, but maybe they are.
Yeah, I think...
What do you think would be... Okay, actually, what would be their direction if that one does poorly? What do you think? Where do you think
I
they'd
have
go?
absolutely no clue what they do.
Because weirdly enough, I
Because
think
it does
they'd-
feel like the absolute opposite of Engage.
I think they'd remake I think they'd probably remake Awakening.
That would be funny.
Either
Remaking
that or
Awakening.
they'd either remake Awakening or remake Blazing Blade.
I think it's
Blinding Blade.
really, really weird how they haven't released anything, because I feel like they did that strategy with Engage and it didn't turn out too well. So I would have thought they would.
Well, they left it too long, and then it was out of the zeitgeist. If they'd released that, because they apparently were sitting on Engage for like 6 months to a year or something.
Well, I mean, we're starving for any information on you know, like we're literally
Valid. I
starving.
totally agree. I think they'd. Because the thing is, like, these things are really big on investment.
Yeah.
So which has the suits up top doing really knee-jerk reactions to things.
Yeah.
So if a Fodlan game doesn't do well, they're going to be like, oh, they're bored of Fodlan. It isn't just that they made a crappy Fodlan game, it's that, oh, everyone's bored of Fodlan now. No more Fodlan.
Your brother thought he was doing right by Elmira.
Well, of course he did. He was doing things.
There's always been unrest in the royal family. Everyone fighting over the right of succession.
Huh?
That man would have been a terrible king. His lust for power just
Sorry, wrong button.
consumed him.
There's always everyone fighting over the line of succession. How many other siblings do you have, Claude?
Yeah.
Is that just talking in general? I really hope he just means in general.
Yeah, that man would have been a terrible, terrible king. We didn't need to shoot him, though.
No, we
could've-
had to.
we-
We had to shoot him.
We could have just, imprisoned him. Not.
No, we had to shoot him.
So does this mean my little Claude is going to return to Elmira and seize the throne one day?
I don't know. For right now, I'm more concerned about my duties as King of the Federation.
And then the rest of the game happened without this being mentioned.
Yeah.
Eventually, I
did
plan
it
to
again.
tell everyone about where I came from.
We need to spray
for
some
now,
WD-40
keep it
on his
to
neck.
I don't want to make things.
But for
more
now,
complicated
keep it
than
to
they need
yourself.
Yeah, there you go.
And then we all just decided, yeah, sure.
I won't tell a soul so long as you answer me one question. Have you ever sought to deceive us? Either as the leader of the Alliance or
What
as king?
does this even mean? What is she talking about?
She's saying, do you have any motives towards Elmira? Is this all real, or is this fake?
Yeah, I'm absolutely.
I wouldn't
with
be
you there.
surprised if that were the case.
I'm absolutely with you
Like,
there,
yeah,
Cassie, I won't lie.
Three Houses was a runaway success, but like that's precisely why they went back to Fodlan after Engage flopped. And I think it's fair enough to say that Engage flopped.
Yeah, yeah.
Because Engage did the worst out of any modern Fire Emblem game since Awakening, right?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, that's a large stretch of time because that game came out in like 2015,
Yeah.
maybe 2012, 2013, around that time. So we're talking about a decade's worth of Fire Emblem. It was the worst selling Fire Emblem in a decade.
Yeah, and not to mention the zeitgeist around it was people clowning on it. With like games like Three Houses, it only sold like 4.5 mil.
I mean,
Again, I say only, but I only's a bit of a weird thing to say. But it's what I mean is it was so relevant that everyone was talking about it for like a good year.
Yeah.
So-
Word of mouth helped that game a lot.
It was a very relevant in mainstream. It was actually showing up. So very big game. But Engage did really badly.
Yeah, it barely broke over 1 mil.
And again, yeah, everyone just clowned on it. Was effectively the way that people said, word of mouth was saying, yeah, that was such a flop.
Never. Lester and Fodlan are my home, and I intend to fight for everyone who lives here.
Not to mention the what was it? The fact that there was that leak and everyone clowned on it because they said, "Oh, it looks trash." Like, nah,
Yeah.
get this out of here, get this out. And then a year later, they were like,
No,
"Here's
that's
the
good.
trailer."
Here's the trailer.
And it's
it
just
was
so.
legit.
That was.
I actually didn't believe it to begin with. I was like, "Oh, this is someone's joking."
That
here.
was
Someone's joking
that was
here."
properly such a like.
an eye opener.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, yeah, my parents are a bit hard, and then you go, oh yeah, I hate them. They're so harsh. It's horrible. Hard up on money, I was gonna say. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it was such a like, oh, this game looks awful. Like everyone was saying the leak was so fake and so horrid, and then some people
Chinese knockoff Fire Emblem.
The fact that some people backpedaled and went, oh, it doesn't look that bad. Maybe that was so funny.
It was like you'd like anything that
like,
had the name Fire Emblem on it.
Just
You have no integrity.
Just if I slap Fire Emblem onto a piece of poo, you'd buy it. It's like, what?
So, do you trust
I
me?
don't.
Like that is like people.
Intelligence systems right now.
Fan bases always talk about toxic negativity in the fan base, but there is absolutely toxic positivity as well. It does absolutely nothing for a series, especially a series that you'd supposedly love, to just eat everything up that they make. Because if you really love a series, you should want it to be the best it can be. And that means that you should criticize it when you think it's bad.
Yeah. Don't be negative. Don't be negative to the point of saying you hate everything that comes out of it.
And absolutely don't send any vitriol towards anyone who involved in making it.
No, don't send any vitriol to the people. If you want to criticize it and you want to say, hey, this could have been done better, that could have been done better, that could have been done better, like this game, 3 Hopes over here, this whole thing's a smorgasbord of just bleh. They didn't put any thought into this, I don't think. But like,
yeah, but I wouldn't send any death threats to like the writers or anything.
But you know, and I would absolutely say, same thing applies for positivity. Don't just buy anything because it's it's the guys up top saying it. And if people criticize it, that doesn't mean that doesn't make you entitled to say, oh, you stop being negative.
Toxic fan, you're being negative.
If they're saying a valid thing,
why can't you just like things?
If you say,
why can't you just let people like things? It's like, in what way are we not letting you like it?
Yeah, I'm not saying you can't like it. I'm saying, hey, wouldn't it be cooler if they did this?
I do, little Claude, or Your Majesty, I should say. Just don't let me down.
I won't, Judith.
Yeah.
And thanks.
It's not great for a series to have too many fans like that. Because, I mean, I suppose on the one hand, they do get their sales from those guys, but on the other hand, if they don't think we have to put in the effort, because people will just buy it anyway, well, it's never going to live up to its potential, and then it's never going to have more of a fan base, because everyone else outside of the fan base is just going to be like, oh, this is slop.
Yeah, it is that constant flip-flopping between fans going, yay! Yay, we get something! And don't criticise it at all. And everyone going,
Hey, Spikey, what does that say?
Horrid. Conrad.
No, that says Canand.
Oh.
Spikey, what does that say?
Canand?
Eliminate bandits at Canand Tower. Bro, it's down there.
Huh. Maybe this is northern... Oh no, mid-southern Frataria's territory. Mid-southern.
Mid-southern.
Central. Mid-eastern. I'm confused. What? Mid-northern. What? Okay. You know what? I'm going to stop trying to make...
I mean, that's why we're here, isn't it?
What?
We're here because people won't analyse.
Yeah, we're here because people won't analyse. This is why we're doing this.
Half the reason we started with 3 Hopes is because we've known for ages that 3 Hopes is story-wise. I don't know how you feel about the gameplay. I don't really much care. But in this case, this game's story is awful and it needs to be spoken of because the wikis will take this game's canon and put it in the same boat as 3 Houses' is canon, despite the fact that this game retcons and retcons and retcons and retcons so much of what 3 Houses either stated or even implied in some cases. Which really muddies the water, because if you go on the wiki and you find out some information about a character that you like from 3 Houses, it might be that it came from 3 Hopes and it's just a blatant retcon.
Yeah, the whole toxic positivity thing. I think toxic positivity is so much a thing in the like gaming sphere. I mean, in a lot of stuff.
A
Really.
lot of
It's
spheres,
in just
honestly.
any. Yeah.
Have you seen films?
Oh, films,
Have you
absolutely.
seen films recently? So many bad films coming out, and so many people giving it 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Shows as well, especially the MCU stuff.
Yeah,
I can't believe...
I agree with Cassie though over the living the Tomodachi life. Everyone's all hubbubbed about that right now, and I'm just like, bro, I wanted Miitopia 2.
You know what though?
I'm crying and shaking.
You know what they're doing though? They're selling copies on the fact that they don't need to advertise.
Yeah,
Because people are going, people are making, because they've made a very robust Mii creator. So they make with makeup
and then
wigs,
give it to YouTubers.
They give it to YouTubers. They're giving it to people in demos so that they can make. Oh, here's Camilla. Here's here's 2B. Here's Phoenix Wright. Here's Tyrion Cuthbert on stream.
That was
Sunday 1 to 5 p.m. BST Tyrion Cuthbert stream.
Oh, as a plug, that was one of the better ones. Yeah, no, it is certainly the case that it's just I see it happen with a lot of AAA games though that come out. I mean, I think you just kind of have to cut out the bullshit a lot of the time and just think. Like I'm at the point where I do just kind of go, okay, I might look at the trailers, I might look at this, that, or the other, but I'm largely going to just formulate my own opinion based on what I actually think the game is like. Generally with AAAs, you burn me once with a bad game, shame on you. You burn me twice, I'm out.
Yeah.
Like if you give me a really bad game, and then you give me a second really bad game, I'm like, nah, I'm done.
The Mario Galaxy movie, The Jingling of Keys. Yep.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the Mario movie, but all I've heard about it is that it's key jangle after key jangle.
Yeah, I don't really
remember Berry.
I really don't like. I don't like when it feels. It feels like they're trying to. Feels like what?
Flame?
No, both.
Oh, it's Byleth.
I feel like it's like they're trying to go, haha, hey, hey, here's an in joke between us, and it's like, I don't know you, bro.
You know what did? You know, the thing is, that does, especially for kids' movies, key jangling's all you need to sell. And I'll cite one other thing as a great example of this. Minecraft movie.
Yeah.
Minecraft movie was way too big to fail.
Absolutely.
And because it had Minecraft's name, it had
good or no,
Jack
it was
Black.
gonna.
Yeah, it was gonna make money. There's no way that wasn't gonna make money.
Like, it's definitely a strange thing with the way that advertisement goes nowadays. Oh, and also absolutely 100% never trust the reviewers. I'd never trust.
Oh, I don't trust reviewers as far as I can throw them.
I've never trusted a reviewer.
Because they can be paid off.
The fact that
and the big ones usually are in the first place.
The fact that you can just pay off it's like, oh, you can't pay reviewers,
and
then they go, you can't give them stuff.
Yeah, and
what?
And then even if we're not saying like, oh, they've been even if we're not saying, oh, well, they've been paid off. They don't necessarily have to have been paid off like maliciously, like they've lost all their integrity. There's a pressure aspect of the fact that these people have they've recognised you as a reviewer. They've given you early copy or something, an early copy or some merchandise or something. You feel that they've done you a favour.
Yeah.
So you feel like you can't just say, oh well, this is. You can't say it's worse than you can't say it's bad. Even if you think it's bad, let's just smooth over the bad parts.
Yeah, if I was if I was a reviewer, I would absolutely take all of their stuff and then actually just do it completely neutrally. I'd never become a very big reviewer because they'd never give me copies because they'd hate me. I'd just steal their stuff. I'd steal all of their June popcorn buckets and then just be like, oh, thanks for that. Anyway, it's a solid 0 out of 10. I'm not gonna lie, worst shit I've ever seen. the director's just like, what the hell, man? After we gave you all that stuff.
It's like, what, man? That doesn't change the quality.
No,
of your
I
thing.
don't like the thing. I haven't seen June, so that was just an example.
Yeah. As for Fire Emblem, yeah, the last Fire Emblem God was Engaged. Before that, it was Three Houses. I'm willing to give them a pass on the likes of this because it's a spin-off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, spin-offs can be crap as long as the main series. As long as I can trust that the main series is going to be consistently good, I don't mind about spin-offs being a bit rubbish.
Well, I said the whole, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, I'm leaving the series.
Yeah.
The only reason we're going
Hunter.
that happened with Monster Hunter. The only reason we're going to be getting Fortune's Weave is so people can come on this stream and go and watch it for themselves, so they don't have to get it.
Yeah.
Like, other than that, I would not be. If I was not streaming it or anything, I would not be playing that because I'll be real. I have no faith that they're going to. It feels so knee-jerky to me of just going, oh no, Engaged did badly. Let's go back to the bestsellers universe. What?
Yeah, woo! Integrity, trust in our story writing capabilities.
It's like
you're banking on a big name. That's sad because I just got into Animal Crossing.
Yeah,
I literally just started a new Leaf play. I got New Leaf and just started playing that like a few months ago.
Yeah, I think you've just.
I've killed a series again. This has happened so many times.
Oh yeah, you keep.
I keep
getting,
entering series the moment they die.
Yeah, it is quite sad.
I am the Reaper. Took my friends to the afterlife. That's why I have to.
Yeah, you're what, the butchered Leo Whitefang.
I don't know the lyrics, man. I'm sorry.
But yeah, Rad has a really bad habit of doing that for some reason. It goes into a series,
Then
immediately
something
the series
kills it.
pops.
It's so upsetting. Yeah.
I have a bad
I'm not
habit
sure.
of playing a game and it turns out to be shit for some reason.
I'm not sure I overly understand the idea that Pocopi has killed Animal Crossing though.
I don't know the discourse surrounding that, to be honest.
I mean, isn't I mean, they're two different series, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's a very similar thing.
I mean, yeah, it's a similar thing, but I guess they're both Nintendo. Are they in-house enough for that?
Yeah, true. Animal Crossing might not be in-house. Maybe they'll just, maybe,
I mean, is Pokemon in-house? Or is it technically second party?
I think Pokemon might be in-house.
Because Game Freak, but then again, that doesn't mean much. Well, I'm betraying how little I know about the situation.
Yeah,
Oh, Felix is here. Felix Hugo Fraldarius.
Give me something to
What?
smile about.
There's nothing to smile about here, Felix.
Yeah, there's
We can't get good movies.
Hey, no.
We can't get good games.
no. If you like critical analysis and the OGS channel, then yes, there is a lot to smile about.
Absolutely. Yeah, because we are totally going to be we're going to be getting Fortune's Weave on release. Doesn't matter if we're done with Three Hopes yet. We'll end
we'll
the
go
Heath
right-
Ropes and get
Go
it.
right onto that.
The moment it appears, we're doing that. Because, yeah,
I
that will
literally.
be much more interesting because we know nothing about it and we can actually
that's gonna.
live do it.
I'm nervous about that. Won't lie.
Bonanza was good, yeah. I have a soft spot for World, but only because I've played it multiplayer with friends, and also because I think the OST is absolutely banging. But as an actual game, like the mechanics of it, yeah, I totally agree. Racing game-wise, it's pretty mid compared to the other things. The Bonanza absolutely was. Bonanza was a flipping showstopper. Like I was out here being a Bonanza like Doom pillar. I was out here being like, oh, dude, I can't believe they're releasing a Donkey Kong game as their first like outing on the Switch 2.
Except for that final boss. That final boss was crazy.
That final boss was insane.
King K. Rool had like 28k health.
I can't believe how much health he had. He could have had a half of that and it still would have been long. But
Bro was packing a full like game's worth of boss health bar.
I loved that game though. That was a very fun game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Metroid. I actually haven't got Metroid Prime 4 yet, but I have heard nothing good about it.
I mean, the reason the what, Metroid Prime 4?
Yeah, Prime 4.
You've heard nothing good about it.
I've heard nothing good about it.
Oh, good lord.
You didn't hear?
I haven't heard anything about Metroid
Prime 4's crap.
I literally didn't hear anything about it.
It farted in the wind
I forgot,
because it turned into a tumbleweed because it was bad.
I didn't know
If it was
released.
good, everyone would have been like pissing their pants over it. They would have been like, "Yo, everyone play Prime 4, it's so peak."
I didn't know it released. I actually didn't know. It's one of those things I forgot, you know?
Oh god.
I mean, I'm constantly spending my days waking up and being like, alright, gotta get on the phone. Fire Emblem Fortunes Weave News. Like, I keep doing that. Because I'm like, oh, I want to know when's it going to release, you know?
Yeah. ZA. Oh yeah, we've got that. Weirdly enough, like, as regards Pokemon, this is gonna sound so bad, but like, I actually think the quality of Pokemon games in general is so low that I really don't care when they're bad, because of course they are.
It's quite true. Pokemon is like
It's like, we keep getting them because they're guilty pleasures almost.
yeah, they're honestly, that's my McDonald's. That's my McDonald's right there. It's I remember.
Which pisses me off to no
I'll tell you
end.
what, Scarlet and Violet, that was offensive. Like even by my like McDonald's standards, that was like getting the burger out, and they've put the sauce on the burger like with a middle finger,
And your hands are
It's like-
sticky picking it up.
and I was just like, wow, what the hell? Like the fact that I couldn't even play that game normally. It kept crashing, and they kept and the people
so
kept
glitchy.
so
What
glitchy.
the hell?
People kept clipping in and out of reality. It
The
was
graphics
horrid.
were so mid for
swear
something
someone's-
that's on the Switch too.
I swear someone's hair actually didn't load at one point. It was
Yeah.
horrible.
And then
At least ZA ran. That's the best I could
yeah,
say.
it ran. But like, the problem is, the thing that really ticks me off about how crap Pokemon games are is the fact that Pokemon is, and I've said this before, but I'll say it again, Pokemon isn't just the best-selling video game franchise. It's the best-selling franchise. There is
true.
literally no other franchise that has made in human history that has made more money than Pokemon. So why can't they afford some resources going to the actual games department
at the end
and
of the
cooking
day-
up some decent games?
At the end of the day, Pokemon should be going absolutely phenomenal. But it's kind of like, it's one of those. It feels like one of
that
those
is a
things where it's
shame.
like, oh, it should be kind of indie, kind of like if
Yeah.
that kind of level of polish was in like an indie-ish game.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I just finished playing A Hat in Time. That's honestly the quality it feels like.
Jesus.
It genuinely feels like
It doesn't feel AAA.
It does not feel AAA. Like that is, I will definitely say, yeah, no, what? Especially, I mean, I can get over, I can kind of get over the graphics and the this, that, and the other. If the gameplay and everything like that is good enough, I can kind of get past the graphics and the things to
Yeah.
a certain extent, not to Scarlet and Violet's extent. That was crazy. But
Oh yeah, the graphics were
like,
so
they were
bad in that
actually
game.
impacting the gameplay.
Very glitchy game.
Like, that was horrid. But I can kind of get over the
And just, it's
graphics
not a
and stuff.
conducive style to Pokemon. Pokemon and open world don't generally mix.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely not in the way that they did it in Scarvio, because there's something that you can't have in an open world like that is a clear sense of progression. Pokemon games are linear because you and your team grow as you get through the game.
That
You
was
switch
weird.
out team members, you train them, you give them IVs, you get items, TMs. That's all because you're going down certain paths
Yeah.
where you can acquire these things. But if you get all of it out in the open like that, how are you supposed to gauge where the player is? But then here's the funny thing: there actually are levels. Like average levels
Average
for
levels
Pokemon in various areas. So it's not. It's only a soft open world because you technically can go over there.
Yeah, to spite Scarlet and Violet, I actually did do the last gym first and worked backwards just to be weird. Yeah, it was just random, but
yeah, actually, I really wish I could disagree with this statement here about Nintendo wanting another Breath of the Wild and Breath of the Wild influencing so many Nintendo games. But like, if we look at it, like for a second, so Pokemon, they made Scarlet and Violet open world.
Yeah.
Mario Odyssey is open world. Bonanza is also open world. For Christ's sake, Mario Kart World has an open world.
God, they've been chasing that dragon for years.
Like, and I don't blame them. That game sold 30 mil.
They've been chasing that dragon for a decade now. That's crazy.
And oh god,
I don't like the open worldification of AAA's.
No.
That generalization, you know, we're yellow tape.
We're coming out of the other side of it, honestly.
Yellow tape, everyone.
Because like you see so many games. Like honestly, I thought it was kind of it was a big like crazy open world release a few months ago when Crimson Desert came out.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, big open world.
Shall I design the level conducively so that you can explore, so that you can explore naturally, or yellow tape?
Yellow tape. Shall I create a carefully curated set of puzzles and action set pieces and combat challenges and parkour and God knows what else I've got in my game, or shall I just slop everything together in an open world and say, hey, everyone can go at it at their own pace, hooray!
Right, it's time for me to fail to talk to people again.
Hilda's weird. She has child
Just
slaves.
because we're in the middle of a war, doesn't
Oh
mean we
my
can't be
god,
fashionable.
Hilda.
Yeah, that's a clip. That's a clip right there.
Child advocate of war is
I don't care her response. I'm going to do that.
Hilda, what the hell? There's a war going on.
People are dying, Hilda.
People are dying.
Okay, I'll ask about what's personal news like for you, Hilda?
I don't have nearly enough time to do all the stuff I want to do.
Damn, haven't got enough free time.
I'll disagree with her.
Yeah, I think with Hilda you just agree.
I think we know what's going on here.
I think people who have trouble relying on
And
others
actually,
are
if we're
missing
talking
out.
if we're talking Zelda as well, of course,
Most
I
of
mean,
the stuff.
for Zelda, it makes more sense that it influenced Zelda, because at least that's the same series. But yeah, they did Tears of the Kingdom, which started life as a DLC, and then developed into a successor to Breath of the Wild. And then as regards...
Wow, I can't talk to people, apparently.
And then for Echoes of Wisdom, there was still a lot of openness to that game. And I'm not saying that Zelda games shouldn't be open. There's a lot of openness to Zelda games in general, but
This game's about this game is about to spawn a complex in me by saying the conversation fizzled, you know, or they don't like you very much, and then having them say, I had so much fun. It's like, what are you trying to tell me? When someone says this, so they just...
You know what else is weird? You're here at the picnic, and she goes like, I had so much fun, see you later. So then you're going to hop on your horses and go back in complete silence, I guess.
Maybe we're not going together. She'll go, and then I'll go later. She's not helping with packing up. We have a support, which is...
Oh, here we go.
Oh, we have two
Jensen Hilda,
supports.
Yuri and Balthus.
Alright. Here we go.
I've really done it this time.
Why has he got, like, chains on his shoulders anyway?
Those chains, those ball and chains, do you know what they look like? They look like the, what is it? You know the little bit at the bottom of your elbow? The nerve. Funny bone, that's it. Those look like the funny bone breakers. He swings around wrong, boom, funny bone breaker.
Well then, you definitely got the reference when we said Leo Whitefang. Guilty
Ooh,
Gear
yes.
Strive, let's go!
Let's go. Goat.
Well, if it isn't Balthus. What's wrong? That was a legendary sigh.
Oh no, really? Post 2.0 patch.
No!
This
Not
can't
Strive!
be! The funny thing is, we haven't actually played Strive yet.
Yeah, we've played all the games.
Or we decided, we looked at Strive, wanted to play it, and then, like, you know, totally normal individuals went like, but let's start with the PS1 game.
Yeah.
Guilty Gear Missing Link. And then play through all of those from there.
Potemkin. Can't.
Potemkin in Missing Link was just so bad.
No,
Couldn't do anything. They didn't know how to balance him
Which
yet.
was so funny because playing through the main like arcade mode, he was very easy.
Yeah, because the
6
AI
hit,
on
6H.
the AI on the enemies, the enemies' AI was crap. They didn't know how to do anything.
Yeah, it was so simple.
Yeah, you lost, I guess.
Still one of the best
We've
soundtracks
got
in a
bigger
game.
issues to discuss.
Strive. Bump that out in the car all the
Hell
time.
yeah.
Must be a pretty big deal if it's more important than me losing my dinner to the
Okay, this is a running thing. Balthus now has to pay. Balthus has to pay.
What to the-
Constance and Happy have to pay. What are we doing specifically to the Ashen Wolves that's making them have to pay for their meals at the canteen?
It's come to my attention that one of my business associates is looking for a certain giant broke fool.
What do you mean by business associate, Yuri?
That's it? I'll just break him in half.
Jeez,
Damn.
Balthus. He's gonna pull a Bane.
I figured you'd say that, which is exactly why I came to tell you not to. You see, this particular associate hires out quite a few of my people. I can't have a bruiser like you.
So he
tucking
wasn't
into
joking.
corpses.
Wow, he was actually saying
He was
I
actually
gonna
gonna kill him. Wow.
Balthus's
that's
kill
intense.
count when?
Oh my god, I actually made Kai as well. Small world. No.
Yes.
They already-
Yes.
They already took Greed Sever.
Get in.
They already switched out Greed Sever for Foudre Arc.
I keep dying to his Kai. So that's
Yeah.
fun. Yes.
Spiky
Will
plays Spiky main Soul, I main Kai.
I tried to main Zato for the longest time, and then I realised I'm stupid, so I can't.
Yeah.
It's
Much
real.
easier to Unga Bunga.
I realised I
Rushdown
can just
character.
Unga Bunga. That's my main powers are Unga and Ibunga, so I should probably just
play a Rushdown character.
embody
Lean
that
into
and
it.
go Soul. Just the biggest moment of oh well.
Can I just rough him up enough to get him off my back? A few broken bones never kill
Damn.
anyone.
I feel like a few broken bones has killed people.
I mean, this is
pre
no,
like
wait, hold
modern
on a second.
healthcare, isn't it?
We have healing
we have
magic.
healing magic, yeah.
Come now. You know there's no way I'd let you get away with that. I'd use every last one of my contacts to make sure you never win another bet for the rest of your
Yuri,
life.
how?
Wait,
You can't influence a coin flip.
has he been shadowing him and making him lose bets the
His
entire time?
contacts will alter the outcomes of throwing.
He's like heads or tails, and then he flips it, and it's just and Valthus says heads, and then he switches it out for a heads for a tails only coin. He's like, oh, heads or tails, ding, oh, heads. Nah, it's tails. Sorry, it's tails.
Whoa, cut a guy a break, would ya? I wouldn't put it past you to actually follow through.
I take it we've reached an understanding then. I suggest you lay low until
Perhaps
things
they
blow
can
over.
repatch the
Clear.
game.
Yeah, repatch. By the time we get there, hopefully it'll be
Yeah, because
awesome
we're still on
and cool.
Xrd.
Yeah.
Even
Still
after all
waiting
this
to get
time,
to Strive and
your
get to
ability
Dragon
enrage
install
people
as
still
Kai.
manages
I'm
to
still
astound me.
thinking about how I won't be able to.
That is the weirdest thing.
It's not as bad
Soul
as it used to be.
Dragon install is
The
Soul's
price of my
thing.
head's never been lower.
Oh, his life debts have been higher before. Hooray!
I don't even know what's going on with him. Half the time people are paying off his debts. I don't know where his...
Half the time, people are coming to murder him. Why would you murder someone if you wanted debts? Wouldn't you just kidnap them and force them into labour?
Well, the weird thing is, no, because most of the people trying to kill him are his stepmother's goons. But then, like, I don't really know where that thing is going. I don't know what's going on with that.
The stakes keep getting higher and higher, so my pockets remain as empty
The stakes
as
is in the gambling stakes.
Alright, so someone's got to say it, so we all know this is literally just hot Bossman Jack. Had to be me.
I can't help but sigh in disappointment.
Oh, come on,
Yuri,
now.
chill!
You're seriously lucky I'm not happy, or you'd be neck deep.
That
in
is a
monsters.
pretty funny line, honestly. I mean, in the rest of the series, Kai couldn't Dragon install until Strive, and Sol was the only person who could Dragon install until Strive. And then in Strive, he doesn't actually have a Dragon install, but Kai does.
No, he does have a Dragon install.
Well, I mean, he Dragon installs in the middle of an attack.
Yeah, HMC.
That's not
Dragon
the same.
Install. There you
That's
go.
not the same as like actually Dragon installing and like
Bring back
as
my
an
Dragon
install
install
super.
super man. Come on, what the hell?
Like Dragon install is the OG install super. That's why install supers are called install supers.
Yeah, that is a fun fact.
What have you been getting up to since you left Abyss?
Oh, I just went back to my old gang. They were my home before the Officers Academy.
But yeah, if we're talking
I
Strive,
still had
it's
to take on some
Kai's
mercenary
move,
work to keep my people
which I'm
fed.
excited to get to use. Ah, okay. Exod's really good.
Yeah.
The story's surprisingly, surprisingly good.
Story is surprisingly good. Don't play Missing Link though. That
Oh, the on Dust Loop, Potemkin's page on Dust Loop,
brilliant
So
read,
good.
honestly.
Yeah,
Genuinely great read.
very good for a laugh. They list all of his his cons. You know, he can't get meter very easily. He can't use range options. He can't combo as
He
easily.
can't fight justice.
And then they end it with can't. Just can't.
Just can't. I love how if you fight justice, you have a coin flip. What is it? You end up with.
Oh yeah.
If you end up doing mind reader level
yeah
inputs.
If you've got a high level justice and a high level Potemkin, the high level Potemkin has to make mind reader level reads to have a chance at a rock paper scissors that is weighted in justice's favour. Anything else leads to Potemkin's loss.
if he
basically-
uses slide head, he loses the match.
Slide hit gives him a frame disadvantage if it hits.
Which is so bad that he instantly loses the match if he does one slide head and it hits.
It's been a rough couple of years.
Oh
And
god.
thanks to that, my once stunning physique has been spoiled by all this muscle.
What? All this muscle? Bro, what are you talking about?
What?
I mean, yeah, he's next to Balthus, but come on.
Really? You still look pretty
At
scrawny
least
to
it
me.
was,
Your skill with the blades improved, though. That's for sure.
Well, when you're forced to fight,
Oh my god.
you either improve or you die. Still, I've got nothing on you. You practically live for a good
We're
brawl.
back to this, aren't we? We're back to this explanation of how everyone's good at
well,
fighting.
you know, you either die, so but since I don't want to die, I was just good. Yeah, disease. Yeah, the bad guy Kiski family tree is kind of weird.
Though technically not as bad as...
I swear to God, if you say Fates.
No, I was thinking of another one. I can't remember what it was now, though. There's definitely a family line that I was
what
like...
genre? What genre?
I can't remember the genre either. I was just thinking...
Was it a game or was it?
I was about to say Pikmin, but that doesn't make any sense.
These fists
Oh,
have
hey,
never let me
Pikmin's
down.
actually kind of
No
like
matter the
fun.
enemy, I'm
Like,
always
it's obviously
the
not a
one who walks
Pikmin
away.
game. It is obviously a side-scrolling, like, sort of puzzle game, more kind of thing. Action puzzle game. I don't know how best to phrase it, but It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. And the treasure logs are just as good as they've always been.
Am I the only one who wants to eat, like, pick carrots?
No. Like, Olimar's always, you know, they're like, oh, you know, pick carrots and a stew of pick carrots and onions. Like, oh, that's so good. And I'm just, you know, your little
Hold on, is Balthus about to
12-year-old
do
brain envisions this, like, incredibly tasty soup.
Is Balthus about to do the exact same joke as in Three Houses, where he's like, oh, we should do a gambling thing where you bet on me?
I have a feeling I'm going to regret asking. But sure, let's hear it.
If this associate of yours doesn't catch me, you and your underlings are gonna have to take responsibility, right?
How does...
Most likely. I knew what I was getting into when I told you to back down. I've made my peace.
Yeah? Well, I'm not about to leave my buddy Yuri holding the bag while I sit
So,
on my hands.
this really warrants questioning. Yuri is apparently still able to continue all of his, you know, criminal activity.
Yeah.
Like, he's clearly in organised crime.
Yeah.
He is able to continue all this organised crime
In
while
army.
being in the army?
Busy man. Busy man.
Balthus?
Oof.
So, to make things fair, let's have ourselves a little wager to decide which of us is gonna take the
Huh?
ball.
No, there's a guy
He goes
who...
on the night anyway.
No, hold on. There's a guy who wants to kill you, you understand? And... and you've said, hey... There's a guy who wants to kill you, and you've said... And Yuri said, hey, we're not actually going to try and kill you and all. And then you're saying, who's going to take the fall? If you take the fall, you die. If Yuri takes the fall, his employer goes, wow, you're a crap assassin. I don't think you should be wagering on that. I think you should just say, Yuri, thanks for, not trying to kill me.
That way, if you lose fair and square, it'll give you an out, yeah?
What?
Similar
You'll have
mechanics to
no other
multi-blood
choice
guilty
but to
gear
take your
and
goons
Blade.
back from that client, and they won't get pummeled by yours truly. Problem solved.
What is Balthus talking about here? He'll go back and say, nah, I got into a bet with him and lost. Sorry. What? You hire a hitman and then he goes over to the house. The guy's like, wait. Do you want to play like blackjack or something? He beats him and then the hitman's like, bugger. Sorry, I couldn't kill him. We lost a blackjack deal with him. What?
I've never actually played online fighting
If
game.
I were to take this
Like,
bet,
I've never played fighting game online.
happens if
The
you
only time I
lose?
ever played a fighting game online, it was Persona 3. I did.
You played
one
Persona 3? Online as a fighting game?
Okay,
What?
let me try that again.
The fuck kind of hacked client do you have?
let me try that again. So, Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. I played Ultimax online once. I fought someone. The ping was crap. and then afterwards the person says, have you got like wired on your PS3? And I was like, no. And they just go like, you should really consider getting wired.
You should really consider getting wired. The fact that he went afterwards and said, hey.
I was like,
No,
damn,
boy.
okay.
I'll do what I always do. Take my shirt off, jump out in front of them, and run away as they look on in awe.
It's a surprise. Look, I'm just saying, Balthus, it's less of a surprise if you've always got your top, or like, we can see your abs, we can see your pecs.
Sorry, does Balthus literally just jump out and flash them and then run away?
Yes, apparently so.
He shocks them with a flash and then...
this is what I get for trying to help. You love taking off your clothes almost as much as you do gambling.
Yuri,
No
what are
wonder
we
your
supposed to
pockets
make
are
of
always
that?
That line should have been... That line should have been checked.
You love taking off your clothes almost as much
This game
as
is
you love
12.
gambling. Yeah, this game is a 12
This
plus.
game's a 12.
Why is this game a 12 plus?
I don't know.
You see, The problem is, it being a
Did you get
12
hurt at
plus
all?
is precisely why we can't have more deep conversations about any of the topics
Yeah.
that would actually result from
Oh, you want to
this-
hear about that? Well, start crying and shaking because it's a 12 plus Fortune's Weave.
Oh. That kind of bites.
I'm assuming.
This is it's
Am
about
I-
Under Night.
Am I under the loop or something?
Oh, yeah, it's this French.
I thought I was genuinely just thinking what kind of strange conversation have you gotten into that you were talking about like
French bread.
baguettes and stuff. I'm like, what?
Baguettes.
I know we were talking about ZA earlier on, and that is set in France, but like what?
It's
Nope.
No,
I'm
French bread,
totally
the people who
fine.
make it, Arxis
I'm super
publish it.
glad we won that battle today.
Me too.
When was the most
But
recent
it was touch and
game?
go for a moment there. Make sure you're not overdoing it, okay?
Well, that was
Is
last
that what
year.
it seemed like?
I mean, maybe they've got something cooking.
For a year,
Yeah, you're right.
cooking for a year. I think they saw it and went, we're not doing that.
Oh, doing that.
Fell right into a deep
never
sleep.
I mean, you were way up in the front with me. Didn't you say you wanted to hang back and relax?
Well, what can I say? When I saw you up there, I couldn't help but chase after you.
Last time I said that, I called a charge. Like, why's she allowed to say? What?
Despite all that stuff I said, I guess I do still worry.
But I thought worrying about people.
So they
like me
listened
was a
to.
waste of
This is
time.
always the weird thing to me. Why do they? Sometimes developers will just listen to the weirdest things.
It's true.
Like, I mean, Metacritic.
I don't know, man.
I don't get it. Why specifically that one? What makes you think that's any better than anywhere else?
They were like, nah, they're onto something
They're
here.
onto something on Metacritic. Like, I know, it's aggregate reviews and everything, but there's multiple aggregate reviewers.
It's like how Marvel Rivals just the devs are like, oh, we'll just base it based on win rates. What?
Well, that's what
So
I
everyone's
thought.
just got a vaguely
But it turns
50-50
out you
win
and
rate.
my brother are different after all.
So what you're saying is,
So what you're saying is you're not excited for Spider-Man Brand New Day? Not me right now.
that's only because we're friends and he's
Of
family?
course, I was way
No,
harsher
that's not
to
it. My
No Way
friends
Home
are
than
just
everyone
as
else
important
was.
to me as my brother.
Well, yeah, because it
I watched that. I was like, okay, that was fine and everything, but like, the reason I enjoyed it was because it was because of all the key jangling towards Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield and their villains. Like, Tom Holland barely played a factor in my enjoyment of that movie. So like, it feels like everything that I enjoyed about it, it didn't earn because it was just banking on, liking previous things that they didn't do.
Damn, Fires and Toes is crazy.
Jesus.
So
That's-
Metacritic told them they didn't like them, and then they had a breakdown about
Cyst
that, I guess.
cells, if I'm correct, while looking at this Wikipedia page on it, that would be the most recent edition of the series.
Look at it this way. I could cheer for you till I'm blue in the face, but if I'm stuck all the way in the back, you won't even notice. And I'd lose track of you in all the commotion.
Dude, what is
Yeah, I
that?
guess that's what would happen.
What?
Oh, no, wait, never mind.
Dude, what is that? What?
For some reason I managed to read that 2024 is 2025, and I thought the early access was a whole year before it actually came out.
Dude,
that
what's
would-
that?
Although-
3 days?
Although the arcade, the arcade release of that only came out a year and a month ago.
Oh. Huh.
So, how am I supposed to cheer for you if I don't get up close?
But you weren't cheering. You were actually participating in the battle.
Hey, it's It's not my fault there were so many enemies up there. They forced my hand.
How does Hilda
I'd
just
been
do
in
it so
danger
casually?
if
I mean,
hadn't
in
fought
Three
back.
Houses, it's because, you know, she's a crest bearer, so of course she's strong as hell. But, like, in Three Hopes, having a crest doesn't matter that
She's the main
much.
character.
Oh, she's a main character.
Also, why is Hilda being like, I wasn't trying to help you or anything. I just happened to be there. It's, what? I thought Hilda just was lazy.
Yeah, this is implying that she actually takes pride in that she doesn't, like, do anything.
She's like, no, I am lazy. Like, I'm the laziest one here. Like, if someone challenges her,
I'm
for
the
that title,
laziest here.
she'd get defensive.
I get the feeling that you have some kind of problem with me being so
What?
close by.
No, I'm gonna reply ambiguously. I want to know what that means.
I don't know. I wouldn't say that, but, you know.
Now there's a vague answer if I've ever heard one. Aren't you happy you get to witness all my valiant deeds up close?
I'm not sure happy's the right word, but I'm definitely grateful for your help. You're pretty strong too, you know. You really are Holst's little sister. I can't think of anyone I'd rather have.
That was a pretty
watching my
unambiguous
back.
answer, honestly. As ambiguous answers go, that was basically just a... You had a very long start-up, and then you just said something very unambiguous.
Oh, please don't say that. I can't handle that kind of responsibility. Our win wasn't because of me or anything. You know I'm basically a
What?
weakling, right?
I'm confused. Are we adding in some sort of weird character element now?
After seeing what you can do, weakling isn't what comes to mind. But I guess you can seem shaky out there sometimes.
Exactly. So shaky. That's why it's up to you to make sure I'm perfectly safe during battles.
I can do this? I
I
wanna know.
refuse to do. Why are you asking this question?
I just want to know.
I refuse to answer the question.
I mean, this might be interesting. Let's see.
Look, if you really want me to keep you safe, then you should stick to the back.
But I just said that I can't cheer for you all the way back there.
Right, if you say so. I think I've lost the thread of
You
this
and me both,
conversation.
Shads. You and me both.
That's okay. The point is, we just gotta stick together and keep doing our best.
No updates. Yeah, according to Wikipedia, and I'm on the Wikipedia because I have no other, otherwise no knowledge about
Absorbing the knowledge, are
Under
we?
Night in Birth. Well, yeah, it's the
I see.
the most recent thing that happened for Under Night in Birth 2 was that they released a DLC fighter. A DLC fighter was announced at Evo
Well,
2025.
Oh.
So no updates.
No
They haven't
updates.
done anything with it other than.
Wait, sorry, what? Liberated some spoils of war. Wow. Got some chairs. Amazing spoils of war.
And that's the thing. This game's it frequently misunderstands the characters. Like that is one thing I would defend to the moon and back about Three Houses was that it developed its characters pretty well. Yeah, God, they were like, hey, here's Jam, here's Robokai, and there's going to be 2 more.
Why is that so popular nowadays, throwing a bunch of characters in? I think I answered my own question, sorry.
It's exciting. Oh, lots of stuff! Hooray! I mean, it's probably something as simple as that, all things considered.
I thought that was the guy I was attacking, and I was like, how is he saying that while I'm doing it? What? Shouldn't be surprised at this point, but every time it happens, I get confused. How many times have we heard these quotes now?
It tastes more bitter than blackest coffee.
I mean, I know, yeah, you know, like,
There's only going to be so many, but yeah.
yeah, but I just find it so funny because, like, we play in 1 week increments, and I still, like, hear it in my head as soon as it happens. I'm just like, oh, here we go
Yeah.
again. You know what they say about playing with fire.
I don't know why I thought this all of a sudden, but like, I just remembered something about, you know, ZA.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, I was just thinking about like the actual canon of it, and how the start of the game, you know, has Tawny like kind of rather heavily imply that player characters never like battled Pokemon.
Yeah, that's true.
But then like, in just one short adventure, you're the strongest Mega Evolution user. And it's funny, when we played, we actually had...
Could be my Steven Stone creator character.
Yeah, we used a Steven Stone cack,
Just
and
me,
it
was
made
that guy
loads more
fatter than
sense.
me?
Ither General.
I swear the
Ither
Ither
General.
The Ither General looked like he had some chunk on that bump, you know what I mean? And this is coming from a guy who has some serious chunk on the bump. Right?
Not that bad.
You're not that bad.
Well, yeah, you play it up for the camera.
I don't even play it up. Oh, we don't have a camera.
You play it up for the microphone.
We're
though.
back to the microphone thing again, where we're saying the microphone's the camera and the camera's the microphone.
My accomplishments won't mean a thing if I'm not still standing when the battle's over. I'm certain the future we'll forge is bright. What a nuisance! Time to get going.
I do find it weird though that Pokemon's done like a streamer character like
They've
so
done
many
that
times
twice.
recently. Like they did it in Scarvio,
They've done that twice.
they did it in ZA.
Quick succession.
It's kind of weird.
Freaking me out now.
I won't run
What?
away anymore.
I was just enjoying the music of...
I'm feeling confident now.
I don't know why I'm getting the giggles from these quotes, but like genuinely, like what is that supposed to be? I'm more confident now. Great, thank you. Oh, and that's still locked because I guess we didn't do all the side missions, which
It's not the end of the world.
yeah, it's just every time we do that, I'm just like, oh great.
What are your thoughts?
I'm sorry, I need to see what a miracle bean is. I know premium magic herbs would be good, but I need to... What the?
What say you?
There's a suspicious person here trying to make a deal with you, and it's a clergy member. What? Exotic spices!
Oh, he wants weed.
Wait, what?
He wants
I was
weed.
not expecting to see a drug-dealing church member.
That's
but here we are.
insane.
Indeed.
Wait, hold on a second. So what was Gen 6? Gen 6 was the
What, Kalos?
yeah, in Kalos. He was the champ there.
Dianthy. No, not Dianthy.
Diantha?
Diantha, yeah. Dianthy's the-
Yeah, she was a bit rubbish.
Oh, yeah, no, she was
And
useless.
then what do we? Gen 7. We don't know anything about Gen 7. And then Gen 8 was Leon, and he was a bit rubbish. And then Gen 9 was
Well,
La Primera, and she was a bit rubbish.
Oh, she was just useless.
Gita, that was her name.
Gen 8, I'll give... No, I won't give her a pass. He was strange. He was a strange doll.
He was too easy to beat.
Oh, he was so useless once
He
we
was
actually
so
fought him, but,
easy.
like, yeah, he was a
Oh
strange
god,
doll.
this is opening my eyes. I can't believe this.
Training can be the difference
Don't-
between
I-
victory
I-
and
And it's so funny. You can tell because actually, you know what? You can tell because
training. With proper
you know,
training,
it's-
you'll be unstoppable.
when do you ever see any other champion than like Cynthia
Steven,
getting like this mimetic? She's so powerful.
Bro,
and-
Steven Scone is my favourite. I love Steven Scone. He's so good. I don't really want to
What
give
say
this
you?
man drugs, so I'm not going to do that. Invasion of the Northern Kingdom.
As in, we're invading the Northern Kingdom.
Set off.
Oh, I was going to say this ages ago while Claude was mentioning it. But Claude was like, oh, if only Folan can open its eyes outward. And it's like, let's open our eyes outward. They invade and attack us. 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 And they invade and attack us.
Real. Real.
Like, literally, they're facing invasions from every nearby landmass.
Every corner of the globe.
Of course they don't want to look outwards. They only see enemies when they do.
Yeah. Also, I'm not like a boat guy, but why are there so many lines coming from everywhere? Like, look at that line over there, line over there.
30 degrees north, 30 degrees west.
Like what?
Cape Canaveral.
Cape Canaveral. Okay.
You know, I hear people like cope about the fact that Geeta was such a bad champion because they're like, oh well, Nemona's a champion as well, so she's the actual real champion.
Geeta
fight.
was awful.
It's like, no. You get the champion fight after the Elite
Also,
Four.
the really creepy glitch where it loops
I just lived the first 4 seconds or something.
Hey, Nadir, you see that fortress over there? You think there's any way we could slip past it?
What the Claude? What are you smoking, man? Do you understand what a fortress is? If we slip past it, they'll just pincer us. I actually think this man is the least afraid of his army getting hit with some back shots ever. Genuinely. I've never seen a man more unconcerned with getting pincered. He just goes,
Hey,
oh, I reckon we could slip past it.
Well, it depends. Are we, like, gonna go very far? Because, like...
No, we're going to go over there and then siege the capital.
Right,
what are we doing?
You're right. This is the closest major fortress to the capital. This is just a terrible decision. I don't know. Maybe some people don't like Steven. I actually think he's a pretty cool character. You know, the funny thing is, my first game was my first Pokemon was Pearl. I played Pearl first when I was a kid, and I had no idea about the concept of champions or anything. And you know, Cynthia's showing up and giving you HMs. Like, I knew, you know, even then I knew there must have been some significance to her. But like, I didn't know anything about like champions as a concept or anything like that.
Weird.
I thought it was the weird lady who gives me
TMs.
TMs.
Weird TM lady.
Like, I'd be like, you know, whenever she showed up, I'd be like, oh, is she going to give me another HM? Because I really liked HMs in that game, because it felt like kind of, you know, Metroidvania-esque of, you know, getting a new ability and being able to... And, you know, you get Fly after the third one. So, you know,
Yeah.
it's not a small thing. It's like, that's your teleport.
Nah,
You
if
go
you've
to-
ever...
Fast travel.
If you've ever played Yakuza, Steven Stone's Kiryu, I'm Majima. That's my feeling on Steven Stone. That one right there.
There's way too much
I wouldn't recommend it, kiddo.
Oh.
You know they'd just get us from behind if
Oh.
we tried.
Didn't Dare just say something right?
They just said something right.
Like,
He's right.
Wow.
However, and I say however because, however,
The schemer was wrong.
the goddamn master tactician strategist man just suggested, let's go and get bitten by them. Yeah, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl was not it.
Yeah, those weren't it. They weren't it. As it goes. Now, I tell you what, last Pokemon game I really, really, really enjoyed. I loved Arceus. Legends Arceus I actually really,
Legends
really
Arceus
liked.
was goated.
I don't know how to clarify that in the sense that, like, I just enjoyed the mechanics of running around and actually getting to throw Pokeballs at
I
that.
think that
I don't
was-
think that I say it a lot. I think Pokemon Scarlet plays Pokemon like Scarlet and Violet. They play like a beta test demo version of Arceus.
Which is funny because Arceus released early.
Yeah, and I'm like, what? Huh? It's like, what's going on there?
Yeah, you're probably right.
I never finished
What are you even doing
Pearl
here?
the first time I played it,
remember requesting
which is really
extra
funny because where I stopped was like Mount Coronet.
Oh wow!
I was like, oh god, I can't work out this dungeon, and I forgot to go back to it.
My first encounter with
Because
Cynthia
I
was
sucked at Pokemon to begin with.
my first encounter with Cynthia was in like
In black and white.
because like I
Yeah.
played, that was my first Pokemon game.
Ah, don't be like that. I gotta find a souvenir to bring back since I borrowed all those
You
ships.
can't bring back the fortress, Nadir.
He's
I guess he could be
referencing
talking about some fancy stuff that they've got in the fortress.
he's referencing the fact that he stole merchant ships to
The one clip I always think of.
Get here.
Sorry to jump over to Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl again, but like the one thing I always think is this one clip from like some. I think it's Small Ant or something, but they didn't account for the fact that you can move diagonally. So in the ice gym, instead of having to do a puzzle where you like move with the ice, you know that thing in games in ice puzzles in games where it's like you move and then you go all the way in that direction until you hit a wall, and then you've got to like plan out going up, left, right, down, so that you get through.
But
all
you can
the
just
ice.
diagonally.
You can quite easily get one space diagonally, which is supposed to have you be like, oh man, if only I was a space caller. You can just like go diagonally up the stairs.
Oh my god!
And bypass the whole puzzle.
I think I might have done that. I don't know. I feel like I did that at one point.
I might have told you about it
What
at
kind
the
of
time.
souvenir are you hoping to find in Fargus?
Valid, honestly. I mean, it's it's better than what we're doing. Honestly, by our own standards, we shouldn't be buying Pokemon games.
Yeah, but I mean,
Oh wait, we can just buy them secondhand.
I love my I love my Big Mac.
Mm-hmm.
I have to have my.
Sometimes you want to eat some junk food, even though you know it's bad for you.
I eat my slop to get over the fact that I have to play this slop.
This actually makes sense as a line, by the way, because and it implies that Ignatz knows how poor Fargus is as a nation.
In case it had escaped your notice, Nadir, the Federation Army strictly forbids plundering enemy territory.
Wait, what?
It escaped our notice too, Lorenz.
Yeah.
You just pulled it out of your rear end.
Lawrence, you do realise the last like. Okay, I'll.
Oh no. You liberated
I'll just be real with you, Lawrence. What are you talking about?
No. Oh no.
What are you talking about? Lawrence, come on, man. Right. In case it escapes your notice, we take spoils of war. We absolutely do.
Is that so? Well,
But yeah, regarding the first point, I absolutely would vouch for the mechanics of Legends Arceus.
Yeah, I like Legends Arceus.
If we manage to topple Ferdia, I can guarantee it'll be the rip-roaringest story you'll ever tell.
Wow. This is where the line quality's got to.
But before we get there, I guess we'll need to do something about
Oh
that
well, I
first.
guess we'll have
I
to...
honestly don't. That's the weird thing, because I agree. I understand that that's what happened. That's what people said. But I just don't know for the life of me how it was poorly received. The sprite work is some of the best you'll ever see.
That's
The soundtrack is insanely good.
that was my first game, and
insanely consistent.
that was my first game, and other than Pokemon, I think Arceus is my favourite. I think Legends Arceus is my favourite, but I think if you take Black and White 1 and 2 together, I actually think I like those as a duology more.
Yeah,
I'm like,
because it is possibly, well, we haven't played all of the Pokemon games, but it's possibly one of the only Pokemon games with like an actually decent story, with characters that actually clearly develop through the course, an actual plot line that's going on, villains, you know, with Getsis was a great flipping villain, let's be real. I like, from a personal standpoint, I look at that and I'm like, well, this is the complete package, isn't it? Like, this is probably pound for pound the best Pokemon game.
Holster's Forgotten.
Unless he hasn't.
Holst hasn't realised that Holst hasn't realised that the shield of Fargus shouldn't be an inherited title.
Wait a second. Didn't one of our old classmates become the Duke of Fraldarius? You know, that one guy,
Wait.
Sylvain, I think.
L, because he might be right.
Yeah, I think he's right.
He might be right if he's thinking.
I think he's thinking of actually the Duke of
Rodrigue.
Like
If he
Rodrigue.
thinks the Duke is still Rodrigue, then that's still fine.
For some reason, Felix, I think, seems to think
hold on
he's
a
the
second.
Shield of Froggies.
To kind of take a pause to ask the question of, well, since we're all talking about black and white, best black and white starter.
Oh, I don't know. I never had I mean, I had an Oshawott first time, and then I got like, and then I got and then on Black and White 2 I got Snivy, but I got a Magnemite, turned it into a Magnezone, and I was like, oh hell yeah, this Pokemon's rocking.
Yeah, and he basically became your ace.
Yeah, like.
I think gun to my head. I really like Snivy, and but like I think gun to my head, I'd probably say Oshawott.
Yeah, I like Oshawott.
Oshawott's the one that out of the three of them, which like I'd want to keep one of those as a pet.
Yeah,
You know?
that's true. I mean, it's a nice looking little otter thing.
No bad, we got it anyway.
I can't.
But I mean, Pokemon are easy to misspell, but still get.
I was gonna say I can't spell Pokemon names. I can, because I do like an online Pokemon spelling thing. I know that's the most nerdy thing. I'm cooked. The nerd allegations will be like flinging my way now, but like, yeah, I've done that.
It was Felix.
I had to train for that.
Chance his father, the former Duke, will be here as well.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all.
Why is Lysithea staring?
It's a little simple. It's a little simple, but making Hilda, who is lazy, misremember and get something wrong.
Sorry, well,
but then the studious character gets it right. It's simple, but it's at least consistent.
Well, yeah, but get ready for us to go, Felix, no, you should join us instead. We're friends. It's like, oh, we haven't seen him in like 3 years.
I do feel like Tepig gets the short end of the stick. Tepig just doesn't really. I don't know, like, you look at starters and you think, oh, I want to take that one and have this be my first partner for this adventure I'm going on.
Yeah,
I just don't feel that with Tepig.
Oshawott's cute, and I like Snivy too, but yeah, Tepig's kind of tepid.
Yeah,
okay, that's a bit mean, but
And of course, there will be plenty of soldiers
Wow.
inside that fort.
But yeah, the firefighting thing, that was so weird.
Firefighting, there was a plague of firefighting.
Like, God, the one that I liked in is it Sun and Moon? Yeah, it must be Sun and Moon. I liked in Sun and Moon the thing where the starters in that game, they all get on their third Evo or their third form.
Yeah.
Technically second Evo, I guess, because they evolved twice. But
Yeah.
anyway, I'm making this more complicated than it is.
Evolved
In their
from egg.
final form, they've all got a dual type,
Yeah,
and that makes another triangle.
yeah. Dark Psychic.
Dark
fighting.
Psychic and Fight. I think that's pretty
think
cool,
that's pretty
honestly.
cool.
They
Yeah, I
should have
like
tried
that.
that more.
They definitely should have tried to do that more, but nowadays it's just like, oh no, what do we do?
there's- Monotype. Let's monotype fire, grass, and water.
Or you could be Scarlet and Violet and have Fire, Ghost, Crocodile. That was such a weird
Ghost Crocodile.
I could practically hear your teeth chattering, Lawrence.
That is
Don't worry,
so
I'll
insane.
one. No, he's done this 3 times now. He's actually
He just
rage baiting.
dislikes. He's rage baiting Lawrence.
He's constantly rage baiting Lawrence.
I don't know how you can take that as anything other than rage baiting, because this is a guy who is, in 3 houses, very emotionally intelligent. So he should know exactly what he's saying and exactly what Lawrence is going to hear from what he's
Just
saying.
focus on your
Yeah.
job and leave me to mine.
We need to be ready for anything here. We're going all out this time, folks. So spare
This
no
time?
effort.
Yeah, we've been taking it easy the last few times.
50%.
Wait, this damn fortress again?
There's only combat engineer. False
Persuade
rumors.
Ash. We can yoink Ash.
Okay, we can persuade Ash, but we can't persuade Felix.
No, he has to die.
He deserved to die. Okay, combat engineers should be defended.
What is in that? Was Poplio Was it Popplio, Incineroar, and
Yeah, Popplio and
Decidueye?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Popplio myself. I think all of that line is it looks it's not ugly. Like Popplio's a nice dude.
I mean, I like a lot of the starters.
Honestly, 7 had banging starters.
7 has some good starters. Yeah.
I mean, Decidueye's great, Incineroar's great, and also in Smash Bros. And Popplio's third form, whose name I can't remember, is also great. I'm really doing it justice by not remembering its name and everything, but you know. Wait a minute, let me get the old Pokedex out.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll just think more about the battle.
Yeah, just think more about the battle. I'm getting my Pokedex out.
Doing some calculations. Yes, I have them up there, and we have Felix and Ash's son.
Primarina, there we go.
Oh. Where's Ash, actually? Can't find him.
I gotta say, I do think the designs for Gen 10 seem a little bit mid. Like, I know they're just I know the first forms of them are generally, like, a little less exciting than their final counterparts.
Isn't there the Fire Dog?
Yeah, there's the Fire Dog. It's a Pomeranian or something.
Isn't there... Is it... wait,
yeah, it's a Grass Owl. Another Grass Owl. That's insane. Why have you got another Grass Owl?
And what's the blue one?
The water one. Oh, it's a lizard or something.
Wait.
That's another lizard. What the hell is going on?
Hasn't there been a dog already with fire?
I mean, if we split hairs, we've got Fennekin.
I guess it's not Fox. I'm willing to let that one slide, but like, wow. I thought for a second, hang on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But like all of us here, we don't know what any of them are called. Granted, the game hasn't come out yet, but like
all of us here, we don't know what they're called. Like we're like say it like we're at some sort of meeting table, you know, Secret Service. We don't know what know
what they're called. Like, we haven't got a name.
It's just the names of like 3 starter Pokemon.
Yeah. You know what? I really don't like the fact that they're trying to push calling them first partner Pokemon.
Oh, no, I hate that.
That sucks as a name. We've called them starters the whole time. It's a better name. Let us continue to say starter.
It's time for our ambush.
It will, and I don't know why. I honestly, I kind of want it to go on the 2 legs just so that people get angry about it. Because I find that amusing. Because I'm low-key a little bit of a troll sometimes. That didn't sound great.
Yeah, that sounded good. But like, no, I entirely agree with you.
I don't get it though. Like, is that such a deal breaker in terms of design for people?
Can't let them do it.
Oh,
I don't want to have to say this, but I guess I'll have to.
You're gonna say something wild. It's okay. Well, I mean, Markiplier did a video that got millions of views about Pokemon Smash Pass.
People are more likely to consider it to be for suspicious reasons if you pick the starter that goes on 2 legs. Look at Masquerade.
That's so disrespectful to Weed Cat.
It's so true though. Like, what?
I don't get it, because it's like, if this is the first time you're playing the game, how would you know?
I think it's one of those like.
What if you like cats more than lizards?
It's one of those Popple and Silverware Black moments where they're definitely going like, "Oh, I bet you did it because you think it's a sexy cat, don't you?" And then it's just like, no. If that gets clipped, I'm cooked, aren't I?
Cooked as a.
I'm cooked if that gets clipped. That is.
How many horse people are here anyway? Loads of
what?
Paladins! Cavaliers, great knights, paladins. Cavaliers, great knights.
Just saying their names a bunch of times won't like change the fact of what you said.
Yeah, it sounded bad, and I realised it sounded bad, especially immediately after the context.
Nadir's barely doing anything for us. Can he just
Nadir never does anything.
Everything I'd hoped it'd be. But it looks like there's another gate ahead.
Wonderful. The troops who aided the engineers can now rejoin the battle.
Ash appeared as a bow knight. Wow.
God of War.
Take another step into Fargus.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is that Ash?
We've all seen that, except that doesn't get banned.
Doesn't get banned.
That don't get banned when you post that shit.
What, on our Discords?
Yeah.
Well, maybe there's an ulterior motive.
There's an ulterior motive. I think it's a setup. I think it's a setup.
I will fulfill my duty as a knight. Prepare yourself.
Ash Dimitri wouldn't want
Ash Dimitri?
Ash Dimitri wouldn't want to die.
I'm sorry. I love Josija, but some of these deliveries are kind of whack.
Some of these, well, I think it's just
I think they just gave them 2 weeks to record these.
Three hopes drained the life out of everyone involved.
I think
he's devs.
I think Josija's a great voice actor, but I swear I've never seen him in a good role.
Oh, it's true.
A role that actually lives up to his talent.
Yeah.
Like, he was Volran in Tales of Arise.
Yeah, he needs to say
and
to
that
them,
was a shit role.
He needs to
Because
say
it was
to
a bad
them,
game.
He needs to say, like, look them dead in
He
the
needs to
eyes.
talk to his managers and be like, can you give me something
Guys,
good for once?
Only give, like, you're giving me the script and I'm going to decide whether or not I'm going to play your character. Because I swear, like, I'm not doing that again.
More enemies? We have to stop them.
I thought that had opened. Now I'm walking all the way back.
But I would have thought that it just opened on one
If the
side.
enemy gets too close, they won't be able to set everything up. We need to take down the surrounding enemies now.
Good God, there's so many, like, just jumping on this one poor, dude here, like, get out of here, come on, man.
We won't make it in time. What do you mean you won't make it
Felix
in
is
time?
here, what the hell?
I don't know how you could be saying that though. We're not going to make it in time. Well, you have the fortress, you have the cards.
Yeah.
You can plan
Well, we are
when
in,
it all happens.
being frank, we are in their, like, fortress.
Yeah, we're in their fortress, but how did they let it get to that point?
I don't know, they just let us, they let this combat engineer blow
Don't you
apart.
have plans?
They let this combat engineer blow up the central gates somehow. With his magical combat engineering things. But like that! Poof! I was here, I watched him do that. Your Honor, I saw him do that.
Splendid. We are able to invade the fortress. Now it is but a simple matter of overwhelming them with numerical superiority.
We have the numbers advantage?
What the line was that?
With numerical superiority. Oh, Rodrigue's still a lord.
It's time to swoop in and take the stronghold.
He still has.
Oh, he's still a lord.
It's funny because like he's renounced his title. He's abdicated, so to speak.
They ignored him. As usual, they're just like, no.
It is an honor to die for Vargas. Fool! What is the point if you don't survive the battle?
That is a bizarre thing for him to say.
Yeah. Just started beefing the guy as he was dying on the floor.
Because this is a Felix that's decided to take on the throne.
Yeah.
He doesn't get to that point without disliking the.
They've decided he had no character development and also had character development.
Yeah.
Surprise to all.
We've cleared out most of them. Not much left to do now.
They're rebooting Danganronpa 2? I didn't know they were rebooting that in the first place.
Our comrades have fought too bravely for us to stand idly by.
I'd hoped to hold out until reinforcements arrived. Forced my hand. Time to dive into the fray.
That was what it was. Very quickly deleted him.
Oh, yeah, that is weird. Yeah, why wouldn't you just do the second one? Sorry, why wouldn't you do the first one first? Why would you just do the second one?
Huh?
Well, if they really are just rebooting, if they're doing a reboot of Danganronpa, but starting with the second game. My guess would
Most
be,
popular.
yeah.
If it's not the most popular, I'm absolutely flabbergasted.
I'm pretty sure it's really popular, but I'll just take a, I'll take a quick look online, see the sales and the like.
Forgive me, people of Fraudaris. I have no choice but to retreat.
Why is this priest more important than... Oh, they're trying to heal the genders.
Oh, there's...
That was weird.
Oh, it's this guy. He looks like a thwomp.
Thwomp.
Sorry.
Kingdom reinforcements are here. If they want to fight, we're going to have.
Are we gonna have to walk, Lord?
Wait.
Emblem engage!
I love how he said elite soldiers of Gautier and then he brought like 10 guys.
Oh, he's a beefy boy.
Wow, he survived it. Wow, that's crazy.
We can eke out the rest of the damage.
I think he went splat.
The excuse is that the...
We'll be waiting for you.
Wait, sorry, what's going on?
The excuse is that the first one is canon and can't be changed.
Alright. That's a new excuse.
That's another victory for us.
That doesn't make any sense.
Add that one to the excuse tally.
That doesn't make any sense. Well, yeah, that.
It would appear the kingdom forces have.
If the second one is the most popular, that strikes me as why. Then it's just a cynical like, we know people are gonna buy this, so we're gonna just go straight to that instead.
It's probably that. Like I'd imagine largely.
I actually think it was very smart of Capcom.
What?
To do what they did. Like, from a cynical standpoint of, this is going to make us the most money.
What?
Starting with 2 make.
Yeah.
And then doing 3, and then actually doing 3 make. It was crap, it was rushed, but they did it.
Yeah. And
then did 4 make.
Yeah.
I think that was actually smart of them.
Yeah, I agree. It was very strange.
But yeah, like... If the second one's the most popular, that strikes me as why. Like, it's just a really, like, cynical... This is going to make us money, so let's just do this right away. Even though they could potentially build up some hype by making a really good remake of Danganronpa 1. Which, I did actually... The weird thing was, I have this funny thing with Danganronpa, where I actually thought it was an anime. So I watched it as an anime. And then, like, halfway through one of the trial segments, I was like, you know, this would be crazy as a visual novel, honestly. and then I was like, wait a minute, what if there is one already? And then I looked it up and I was like, you know, that makes more sense. It started life as a visual novel and then got an anime adaptation. That makes more sense, honestly. But yeah, not my proudest moment.
Well.
But yeah, 2 was pretty damn good. 2 was pretty damn good.
At least we succeeded fighting the kingdom.
Woohoo! All right, that was some tough opposition, but we've gotten pretty tough ourselves.
Really? Because it still feels like you're barely
Did you
trying
get it?
out
Because
there,
like Hilda is lazy. She doesn't like fighting.
Do you see how much I'm sweating? I don't think I could try harder even if I wanted
Is Leslie taller than Hilda?
She's standing on a box.
Yeah, like, I feel like she's on a box.
At this rate, we really will be able to mount an attack on Ferdiad.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Don't tell me you thought Claude was lying.
No, it's just...
You know you can't disagree with the Supreme Leader.
Hey, Ignaz.
You know what I mean, right?
Did you just disagree with our Supreme Leader?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Character who hasn't spoken yet in this scene?
You know what I mean? Character I haven't... Yeah, that's true.
Claude? You don't
He's smiling!
He's smiling. He's literally smiling. Also,
watch him go into his frowning animation next.
When does Lawrence get to speak? He hasn't spoken.
Did you see Margaret Gautier's
Oh god, I'm
last
gonna be thinking about that all day.
He sacrificed
What?
himself so
Oh
his
well,
allies could escape.
the reason we couldn't do the reason we couldn't reboot the first one is because it's canon.
Nah, it's just crazy that one.
Yeah. Who controls the canon?
Yeah.
Oh yes, it's you. You decide what's canon or what's not.
We couldn't reboot the first one. The higher ups told us we couldn't.
Yeah, like
What?
It's canon. What? To real life?
Let me ask you something. What do you think about chivalry and the other knights?
The other knightly virtues.
What about chivalry and, you know, that stuff that they talk about? It would really be helpful for them to describe a little deeper in what those other knightly virtues are.
Also, are we talking about Fargus knightly virtues, or are there Alliance knightly virtues, or what? Because, like, to what extent does Fargus have separate knightly values to you, Claude?
Yeah, honestly, like, that's...
To go with Shed's usual character, I'm going to say it's stupid.
I don't care for it myself, but it's handy if my enemies do. Makes them nice and predictable.
Fair enough.
Speaking of cynicism...
I can't say it speaks to me either.
All
the same.
Yeah,
Claude, it's clearly profoundly affecting you. It does speak to you.
Yeah.
You're clearly like, whoa.
So, what do you feel about the knightly virtues?
I'm not gonna lie. If you're going, no, it doesn't affect me, I don't believe you.
But if we're talking about cynicism,
yeah,
the Persona 1 and 2 thing is absolutely cynical.
What?
Well, like the fact that Persona 1 and 2 are just both like Innocent Sin and Eternal Punishment.
Yeah.
They're just completely unpersoned. They're just
they're not Persona games.
They just
starts with 3.
They aren't there. 3 and then 4 and then 5 because like they did 5 and they were like, okay, we're gonna remake 3.
And did remake 3, Dancing All Night 3.
Yeah.
You know.
They did 3-make. They did a remake of 3. And then what do they do next? Oh, everyone's like, oh, you should do 1 and 2 next. You could do it. And they're like, how about another Persona 4 remake? You know what I mean?
Yeah, real.
Watching someone as famed and respected as Margrave Gautier die for the sake of others.
Because like they milk the hell out of those games, and just when you think, okay, they've realised they can't milk them anymore, they wait a couple of years and then they put something else out. Like seriously, Persona 4 has a manga adaptation. So Persona 4 has the original game, a re-release on the PS Vita, a manga adaptation, 2 anime adaptations, 2 fighting games, a dancing game, and now another remake. Actually, 2 spin-offs if we count Q1 and Q2.
Yep. Way too much.
So much.
What do you think Claude is actually saying? Like, what does he mean by this?
What this means is that he's not used to seeing it. So their famed, respected guys up in Leicester absolutely can and do run off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah! 3 fighting games because play Blue Cross Tag. So let me recount that. There's the original game. There's a re-release on the PS Vita. 2 anime adaptations, a manga adaptation, 3 fighting games, 1 dancing game, and 2 Etrian Odyssey style spin-offs.
Let the cow go. You've milked it too much.
Jesus Christ.
That cow's dry.
And then like Persona 5. Persona 5 has the original game.
That cow is looking like the dry alien.
The re-release, which was just on the same console, I think. Well, yeah, like 4 or 5, PS4, PS5. That has a dancing game, that has a manga adaptation, anime adaptation. I think that's it. Oh wait, dancing game. And Q2, so Etrian Odyssey.
I suppose it's a dancing game, fighting game.
Dancing game.
you meant Warriors game.
Warriors game, yes, Warriors game as well. And then Persona 3. Persona 3 has the original game, it has Fess, it has the remake now. Arguably the fighting game, if you want to include that, because Ultimax had a load of those characters. 2 Etrian Odyssey spin-offs, and then it had 3 anime movies instead of a like standard anime adaptation.
I really do.
Fair enough. I
That
can't
take
say it
is so
suits me
spicy, and I
either.
disagree
I admire
heavily. How
the
could you
consequence.
say something about Persona 4? I'm kidding. I actually agree. I think Persona 4 is better. Persona 3 is better than 4. I am actually on the same boat
Yep.
as you.
Around the same ideas here.
I think the story was just plain better. Honestly,
Absolutely.
like I think the story was better in 3.
I think
the subject matter was decently delved into, and it was a lot more rare to see that kind of thing than your standard Scooby Gang.
The
and
Memento
friendship
Mori-
is everything. Hooray!
The Memento Mori thing
Find that
is so
truth.
much better than, like, I think Persona 4 gets weirdly hung up because it's definitely a lot about. It gets weirdly hung up because half of the game feels like it's about people's fears and what like who they are as people deep down and what they feel about themselves. And then we have that murderer plot line going on in the background, which is kind of just there. And once you get past really kanji and past like once you get to like Naruto, for instance, we're just getting onto the here's this person, we're doing this while we're thinking of how to wrap up the murderer thing. And it's like we're not really we're not inspecting anything about Naruto as a character or Risei or any of them. Like they don't really go in. Like it's definitely the Risei's thing with the whole well, idols idols are like they're basically like sex magnets effectively, and they kind of did a like they almost did a subtle they almost did a like gateway Anne thing.
From
Persona 5 where it's like, oh look, Anne's just sex appeal, right? That's all she is. And then they literally just start doing that in the main story.
That is the weirdest thing about it.
Like they go like, oh, Anne shouldn't be just sex appeal, she's her own person.
Yeah,
big up Anne, all right.
Let's
and then
go.
she's literally just there for Ryuji to go, whoa, I love your tits, love. And it's like, wow, thanks, you're really bringing home the bacon here, aren't you?
Actually, that is so true. That is so true, and that's so right. Because in a game that's theme is actually loss and death, loss and death and grief, they actually killed off characters that the characters in game care about, and 2, the player will care about, because dude, you meet Shinjiro for the first time when Akihiko bumps into him at the ramen bar.
Yeah.
You know about him for ages. He finally joins the party, and then he bites it, and that like really hits, because you've known about this guy for most of the game, and he's been actually on your squad, helping out, and he's really useful because physical attacks in that game are dank. So if you've ever used him, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah. I think
he's rough around the edges, but he's one of the guys. He's your friend.
Well,
and then he dies, and it's crazy.
3 had a theme and stuck to it. 4 had a theme and got a bit shaky with it.
5
what is 5 doing? It's like, oh yeah, fuck the government or something. I don't know.
We don't like authority.
Like I think
Phantom Thieves, baby.
I think this is definitely the funniest thing to me, of the fact that for some reason they claim, for some reason in the story they just kind of completely casually, without really any like thought put into it, imply that the government and the Japanese police force are so corrupt that drugging and torturing a minor in order to force a confession is standard practice.
It's funny because like
Makato's older sister comes in and just goes, oh damn, they're doing that shit again.
Can't believe they're doing
What
this.
do you mean? What?
I mean, it does get a bad rap. It does get a bad rap for that sort of thing, but I imagine it's way less severe than that.
I mean, you can't you can't be dictatorships don't even do that. This is crazy.
I mean, granted. No, I'm trying to say granted. It's a fictional setting, but the inverse of that is that it's set in it's a low fantasy.
Yeah, it's a low fantasy.
It's supposed to be set in our world.
It's trying to be Tokyo, and it's just going, oh, hey, I mean, you know,
like the police,
it's like
suck.
It's like, okay, listen, like regardless of what you think of the Tokyo police, they do not drug and torture minors. I think people would notice that. This is a very on the news country. They're not going to just like
actually hold on a second.
Do that.
On the topic of characters getting killed off in Persona, the game that's allegedly a murder mystery game.
Yeah, 2 people die.
Features 3 people dying. One of which being the first murder. The second of which being that person that Yosuke was into. And then the third one is the only character you actually know for a great stretch of time. And you know who the third one is? It's the clown teacher guy.
The clown teacher guy.
I forgot he's such an asshole, isn't he? He's like, hey, you little shits.
Well, I forgot that he died.
I hate all of you. Like, and he's got those big goofy teeth. And he looks like he's played by Hamada Masatoshi. And
I only remembered that he did. I only remembered that happened because. I only remembered that happened because doesn't like Yosuke say like, oh well, I mean at least he's gone now, you know?
Yeah,
like,
it's
Yosuke
like,
just kind of
dude,
goes,
this is a murder mystery and none of the characters are dying in a way that we don't care about the victims. Seriously,
I think as Cassie says there, the Persona is kind of really weird with how much it flip-flops between trying to deal with some pretty
really serious
subjects like you know like I mean Kamoshida, you know,
the first
child molestation.
The first villain in Persona 5 is like,
we're getting some,
you know, he's a nonce. He's noncing on the
we're getting
the students.
We're getting some pizza and we're having the topping of cheese. It's like,
like, dude, this is serious business. And then weirdly enough, like the tone feels like it just tumbles from there.
Yeah, it's
into just being like seriously happy, jokey,
it's
funny.
Like you can't be doing
times.
topics like that and you cannot be doing topics like that without very, very serious tone. And then, as I said before, Anne, whose friend attempted to she jumped off the school.
That was a suicide attempt.
She literally attempted to kill herself, and then she says, and then Anne, you know, and then what does Anne turn into? Oh, Anne, you look so sexy in that outfit.
Yeah.
Wow. Like, what are you doing?
It's so weird.
That
is my least favorite part of it.
It's so much of it just feels it feels really like, okay, you're flip-flopping between like her actual teenage fanfic.
It would be one thing if it weren't the case, but her actual arc is about essentially, I'm struggling to find a better way to phrase this, so I'm gonna say it, but it's about empowerment, isn't it? It's about it, like her arc is about, you know, finding a, you know, taking her sexuality for herself.
Yeah.
And well,
because at the end of the day,
and you know, because insisting to the world that she's more than that.
I mean, one of the biggest problems as well is the fact that it starts off so crazy with the Kamoshida stuff.
Yeah.
And then we just go immediately into, oh, this guy's committing like art fraud or something, and this guy, and they don't really make much of that. They just kind of go, oh, that's mean.
Oh well.
And
we
then
want to do more phantom thieving.
This guy's a fat Yakuza guy. He's naughty.
He's naughty, but you know, we want to do some more phantom. I think the game was more concerned about making the player feel cool.
Yeah.
Than actually telling a story. And yeah, Ryuji gets the short end of the stick from pretty much everyone.
Look, I was just...
Did you remember that bit where he sacrifices himself? He makes a sacrifice play. Turns out he's okay, and then all the girls just go and beat him up.
Yeah.
Like, dude, what are you?
It's like,
God damn! Why'd you beat him up?
Yeah. It's like, okay, great, that's fine in a comedy, but what the hell?
You need to worship the ground he walks on, but like, I'm just saying, you shouldn't be beating him up.
There's some things that in a comedy it's fine, and then In a comedy, this is fine. In a drama, this is not fine. A lot of cartoons, people violently beat each other up. But if this was a drama,
slapstick.
it's just like he's commit multiple. This guy's commit
Genocide,
multiple
human trafficking.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, what? You can't be doing that.
But it occurred to me that so long as we're fighting the kingdom with its long tradition of knighthood, there are going to
Wait,
be a lot more
I needed to
sacrifices.
find out what he said in the last video. I admire how knights are willing to sacrifice themselves for their friends without any hesitation. I really do. So this has never happened in the Civil War, in the Almiran invasion, or in the Adrestian invasion. You've never seen anyone make a sacrifice play until now.
He's confused.
And moreover, in what way is it more important that people are making sacrifice plays? How is a death that is made via a sacrifice play any more important than any other death?
Bro got confused about the whole Randolph thing from last time. Where he basically just said, "Yo, Randolph, go give us a little, like, out over there, right?"
Yeah.
It reminds me just how important it is that we end this war as quickly
I guess that makes sense at least.
Great.
And once we do, we have to create a world where deaths like these are no
What are you
longer
talking
necessary.
about, Claude?
I'm okay with him saying that. I would love for him to elaborate at some point.
As honorable as that sounds, I was not aware that
What
was
actually is our objective?
What does he think our objective is? Just conquering or something?
Yeah, we're conquering.
Oh, we're still doing this to safeguard Leicester's future. And to free ourselves of the church's antiquated customs.
What's so antiquated
Hold
about...
on. Claude, we still go to the Eastern Church.
Yeah. Well,
Unless you mean to say that defeating the Central Church will free yourselves of all the Church's antiquated customs, and the Eastern Church doesn't abide by the antiquated customs of the Central Church.
The Eastern Church abides by the antiquated, by the crazy customs of don't allow any law enforcement.
Yeah.
None of that's changed. But I believe that beyond all this fighting lies a future.
Also,
where
this is
lives
such
are
an
no
extreme
longer
angle for Claude to
sacrificed.
take. L that for a second. I want to free us of the Church's antiquated customs.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Has he made sufficient... Has the situation been sufficiently different in this game to change the fact that he is willing to fight alongside the Church in Three Houses, and in his route leave the entirety of Fodlan in the Church's care?
Yeah. Wow. I mean, it's just flip floppy.
Like, he pisses off to Almira and says, "You're the king of the United Kingdom of Fodlan."
If you were trying to make an actual, like, if you were trying to say these two were the same character, I'd just have to say, wow, Claude is such a vacant character. He doesn't, you know, what is going on, you know? Like, how is Claude so vacant? How is he so characterized? He can just flip-flop between two different sides of a very, very opposing war. Very, very polar war. And he's being very, passionate about each side. What?
A world where everyone will be free to live
In my new Fodlan.
Yeah, hold on. What? Sandra Armstrong?
People being able to live as they please. That certainly.
Lysithia's got her heads in the clouds. What was she talking about? She's like, ooh, that does sound nice.
It sounds like something worth risking our lives for.
I can't. What?
You're gonna have to give us some meat on those bones. The bricks. Look at the bricks.
Huh?
The lighting's being weird.
Oh yeah.
It was because the camera.
Because the camera, yeah. The
Look, you're gonna have to give us something more than it sounds like something worth risking our lives for. That's dry as graham crackers.
Like, and this is definitely a good time to talk about how it's very dangerous to just be having a big cast like this and just having them say, Oh, yes.
platitudes.
Ah,
And them
yes.
just saying platitudes.
When you
It's
do
really
that,
bad.
they lose all their characters. A character isn't the fact that Leonie says,
Yeah.
wow, I, a mercenary, think that's cool.
It should be the case.
Lysithea goes, me, a crest cancer patient, thinks that's cool. No.
The thing is, if the line could be said by anyone here, the line needs rewriting.
Yep.
It shouldn't be the case that anyone's saying anything that just anyone could say.
You can't just have them put their
she
title
can say-
in the middle and go, oh yeah.
She can say it sounds like something worth risking. Like the understanding of that line can still be the same, but you have to phrase it in a way that's Leonie-ish. You know?
And why is Leonie saying this specifically?
Yeah.
Like,
why is she the one to speak up?
Well, you know, we can't be just having it goes beyond just saying having someone say, "Oh, cool." You should be saying some of the characters should always be pushing back and actually giving us a little, "Ooh, is this the right thing to do?" You know, because some of the characters will be helping passionately, some of them will be helping begrudgingly.
Yep.
In a cast as big as this, you have a lot of people from different walks of life. They're going to have a lot of differing opinions.
Absolutely.
You can't just have them all surround Claude and go, yes, Claude, yes. They're all just yes-manning him.
Sounds like something worth risking.
If anyone can make it happen, Claude can. No. Wait, I take that back. All of us can.
I think I might
Claude
have diabetes.
can. Wait a minute. We can.
I think I just got diabetes from how saccharine that was.
Ignatz is trying to be the sitcom. He's trying to join the main cast.
Now that's
I'm actually like losing it from these
This
lines.
is so
What is going on here? Look at this. Look at this.
People
Come
being
on.
able to live as they please. That certainly does sound amazing. That's the only one where I'm like, okay.
At least that's her character. At least that's something to do with her character.
Yeah.
What are these three doing?
It sounds like something it's worth risking our lives for. If anyone can make it happen, Claude can. No, wait, I take that back. All of us can. Ignatz's line, he could be said by Raphael.
Oh, any of these lines could be said by anyone.
Like Hilda's line could be said by Holst.
Marianne.
Marianne. Leonie sounds like Leonie, especially could have it said by Marianne, or by Sheds, or by Lorenz.
Anyone.
I mean, all of them. There's no. Oh
Wow.
yes!
Thank you. Amazing line. Wow. Those five words changed my life.
Well then, Your Majesty, shall we press on?
Word count are dialogue. Word count filling our dialogue.
Oh no!
End it at Lysithea. End it there. Enough said. If he says enough, if Claude says something else, I'm fuming. Oh my god.
You bet.
Yeah, actually, a fade to black on that would be fine. Or I mean, or if it jumped from her to Claude, I'd be okay with that.
Am I losing it, or did he not speak after that?
After what?
You bet. Let's go end this war. We won't stop.
I
till we reach
thought he
Ferdia.
just... maybe he did, I don't know. I'm kind of second guessing
Tweaking
myself.
a little bit.
I thought he stopped when he said, let's end this war, and they didn't say, let's go to Ferdia.
Is that the chapter?
That was the chapter, yeah.
Map.
That was the chapter map.
One step closer.
That's what we get for chapter maps now.
I still have a lump.
Yeah.
I hope you still have a lung.
What? Oh dear, my throat's getting scratchy.
From how dry that dialogue was, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Take a sip of water. Oh,
I
Ash,
forgot Ash was here.
Ash has joined us. He's now
They
a
always
member of the
just
Leicester
sneak onto
Federation.
our team.
Well, yeah, first we fight the.
Listen well,
What the?
Sylvain. You are
Why is it like...
He's a sepia tone.
God, this is just funny at this point. What's going on? Why is there like a vague sepia tone too? It's not even a good sepia tone. It's like a £5 one.
Yeah, I think the thing was Three Houses was a lot more than just empty platitudes, with the characters saying that. If ever they said things that equated to those,
I won't lie. Even Three Houses, a lot of the time, the main plot, I do feel like it fell into a lot of Yes, I agree. Like the
Like,
main
it
plot
wanted
was
the
pretty
main
dry.
guys to get loads of speech, but yeah, there was some dryness.
And this
to
is
that.
just that taken to the extreme of just like full force, full power.
But I do feel like even in that case, they would say things that pertains to their character. Like it would. They would be saying the meaning of that, but it would be phrased in something that is more Raphael-esque.
Also,
or Lysithea-esque.
To anyone wondering if Sylvain and his dad have lighting on their armor, no, that's not lighting. That's just a weird white streak that looks like lighting.
I expect you to stand in my stead against foreign threats and to protect your king.
Your king.
Your
I
people,
do
your
like
friends, and
the
your family.
like I think that was probably one of the cringiest moments in Fire Emblem.
What?
Well, you know.
No, you don't say the emblem engaged thing. I don't want to hear it.
Close your ears then.
No.
I'm the 13th emblem? The Fire Emblem? You know what blows my mind? Someone actually wrote that.
Someone wrote that. Someone looked at it and someone approved it.
Someone looked at it and approved it, and then someone was given it to say to direct for the voice actors who said it, and so like, bruh.
If you're to be fair to the voice actors, if you're in that deep and your director says you're saying this line, then I'm just gonna be like, well, $20 is $20. You know, like that's the point you're at. It's like I'm not. Oh my god, how can you make someone say that line?
Family. So for some reason we're getting what is evidently a flashback.
Of course.
His smile looks weird.
Forgive me, Sylvain. I know I was.
I don't know why he's smiling while doing that. That's weird.
Wait,
why would you smile while saying that?
is he a ghost? What's going on here?
No, this is back when he made him the next Margrave, when he abdicated to Sylvain.
I expect you to stand in my stead against foreign threats and protect your king, your people, your friends, and your family. Which, of course, I failed to do. No, you didn't. That hasn't happened yet.
He's already failed to protect his family.
His family, I guess.
I'm guessing that's the direction they're going with that.
His wife?
Well, his son. You know,
We kicked him out. That was his explicit decision.
Yeah, that is true. But maybe he regrets it now.
Aww.
Why did we get a flashback from Sylvain?
So this is the part where you command me to succeed my father, right?
What?
Hold on.
Oh.
Yes.
Look. All I'm saying is we could have got that earlier.
Yep.
If we got that at the start of the chapter.
What do you mean? This is the start of the chapter.
The start of last chapter.
Oh, the start of last chapter. Oh, the flashback or anything?
Yeah, the flashback.
Yeah,
You
I mean,
should have had the flashback earlier.
It's just another case of payoff and setup and payoff being in the same exact point.
Yeah, honestly.
It's
important. Okay.
And I guess it's important because it's their northern border.
Oh yeah, that's true. Fine. But Sylvain, what was he doing? Yeah, we should have like. You know how it gives us a small cutscene when we get like halfway to the chapter
Yeah.
map? We could have had that there, but not in sepia tone.
Yep. Just have him do that.
Yeah. And then when we get to this point,
I guess they didn't have much of an idea of what else to say because this entire thing was only 3 lines long, so it wasn't much of a scene.
It is messier. It's kind of anime-esque.
It's greasy is what it is. Look at the way it's standing up.
Yeah, it's kind of No, it's not greasy. He's just got loads of product.
Loads of product.
He's got loads of product in his hair. I forget what he looked like in the other game. No, wait, that's what he looked like in the other game.
What? You can call him like Chris Hackney again, aren't you?
No, I wasn't. He is Chris Hackney.
Oh yeah, wait, that's wrong. Wrong. Sorry.
Dave Hearn.
Dave Hearn,
is the
that's
guy
it.
I think
You
looks
always-
like he should be called Chris Hackney.
Yeah.
Now I have grown past that. He now looks like Dave Hearn to me,
Ah, good.
which is great. But yeah, it's just a new design, but it's
Well, they spent more
A
time
weird
making
design.
new designs than actually making models for, like that one support we had
like
where...
stuff to do within the support.
Or like that one support where Marianne presented a PNG of a horse.
Oh my god, yeah.
When they already have,
They have
horse
a horse
models.
model. Why wasn't there just a horse in the support? Instead, we had a PNG of a horse.
We had
Why?
a PNG of a horse.
Why?
She presented a horse.
I respectfully accept, of course. I've been bracing for this since the moment.
Imagine how confused you'd be if you were playing this first.
What?
Well, because we've said many times how, like, sometimes in this game, it feels like it wants you to have not played Three Houses. It doesn't expect you to have played it. You know,
I mean, if you haven't played it, I don't know what you're thinking right now. You're just thinking, wait, Margrave Gautier had a son? Who's this? Sylvain? Oh, didn't Lysithea or Hilda mention that? I don't know.
Me, the head of House Gautier. What will my brother
heavily
say?
sarcastic because he hates
I
his
doubt
brother.
he will have much to say at all at this point. But we will send word to the western outposts.
I love how they're just standing around, like, what is, you know, there's no, like, there's nothing to this scene, they're just standing around.
Of course they're standing around, they're always standing around.
I know they don't have any other animations for some reason, but, like, they're just standing around in the middle of a room.
Imagine how cool it would be if this was, like, set in Dimitri's something or other office or something.
This Three Hopes barely has any cutscenes.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Sylvain, you have my deepest apologies. It was only because the Margrave sought to secure our escape.
Died like a true knight.
Don't apologize. It would make my father's sacrifice meaningless. What he did wasn't for pride, house, or the kingdom.
I think it was literally for all of those.
It was for all of those things, but
what he
go
wanted
off,
to
I
do.
guess.
I'm so confused. Why would you claim Sylvain, you don't even like your father, so, like, and you disagree with him on a lot of things, like the fact that he's very knightly, like how Felix disagrees with his father. So how are we having...
To a lesser extent, sure.
Yeah, to a lesser extent, definitely. But how are you saying, oh, what he did wasn't for his literally moral values, it was to protect his Narcomer. No, it was to do those things.
My father did whatever brought him the most satisfaction. That's how he lived his whole life. I
So,
promise
are you saying your dad's a
regrets.
hedonist? Because that
Yeah,
sounds like
what?
your dad's a hedonist.
In fact, when he left the castle, he was beaming in a way.
Are you
I've
saying
never
he
seen
knew he was going to sacrifice himself
Yeah.
and he was chuffed about that?
He was just beaming about the fact that he was going to go in there and
I
instantly
can't wait
get
to
wiped.
die to these people.
He was going to get wiped so quick. Imagine he goes there and Felix and Rodrigue have just absolutely decimated us. And there's just barely any of us left. And then he's just,
It turns out they were weaker than I thought.
yeah. Oh well.
But if we'd only fought with a little more skill,
Dude!
the Margrave wouldn't have
If
died.
only we'd fought with a little bit more skill. No, that sounds
that
so
is not
weird.
a good cut from this angle now that I look at it.
What, Dimitri?
Yeah, Dimitri's cut is not great from
Yeah,
this
they
angle.
did do him dirty with this one.
I think he looks pretty good in the profile.
Yeah, but he's not. Yeah, it's. Yeah, it's just weird. It looks like.
I think he looks like that dude from Pokemon Sun and Moon in his pre-time skip appearance.
Pokemon Sun and Moon has a time skip.
No, this has a time
Oh.
skip. Of course Pokemon doesn't have a bloody time skip.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I don't know.
Gladian or something.
We're at war, Felix.
He looks like that guy.
No matter how hard you fight, there are going to be times you just can't win.
That's true.
Fairly true. I don't know why I want to laugh at it. It's like I'm so confused when this game says something right that I just get I get caught up and start laughing.
House Fraldarius fought well. The battle was so brutal that even Ash had to surrender.
Sorry, that one is funny. Even Ash. Single him out. Even Ash had to
He's got
surrender.
that cut.
Oh my god, he does.
Sylvain.
Ash.
No. All of my hatred is reserved for these invaders. This foreign threat. They take everything from us and
I
leave
mean,
nothing.
yeah, I guess that's pretty. I mean, it's pretty much. No, I think Claude's thinking something of it. I think he's overthinking it, but like, you know. I think one thing we're definitely overthinking is that Laurent still seems to be under the assumption that we're not taking the loot from them.
Yeah.
Does he just think the
clearly
loot's
definitely
spawning in?
taking the loot from them.
Do he just go back into camp and he's like, where did you get all those tables and chairs?
Well, you see those.
Bought them.
You know when we get money at the end of the, we just tell him that money that we're getting at the end is tax money from Leicester.
It's tax money from
It's
Leicester.
tax money, chill.
And then we get like, and we come in
with tax money.
We come in with all the luxurious furnishings, and he goes, "Excuse me, where did you get those 8 times luxurious furnishings?" And we say, "Oh, we used the tax from Leicester to buy these luxurious furnishings." Which I don't know why he's so bothered about us pillaging the stuff here when, if you consider it, we
Golden
already, you know, we already...
2 kings, 3 houses.
The Federation army moves through Fraldarius like lightning. It will not be long until they march on the capital city of Ferdia.
It's kind of ironic to say we're doing it like lightning.
It is unclear how the Federation forces will be able to capture Ferdia, let alone seize control of the entire kingdom. What is the true purpose of their invasion?
Yeah, I gotta agree. This is personal preference, but I honestly think Fodlan Winds is
what is it, Arvel?
The best map theme in Fire Emblem.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I like some of the tracks in Engage. I think keyword is some.
Oh, you know, the Firene theme, the Firene map theme sounds like you're in the Shire.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's a very good map theme.
It's like, it's so silly and jaunt.
What is that about?
Oh, but
I like
the desert theme.
I like the desert theme, and I liked the... I like the, you know, what's it? the like Fates.
Oh yeah, the remixes. The remixes of previous maps are good.
Like the Fate.
Sadly, the rest of them are relatively. I actually can't remember what the Somnial sounds like.
Perhaps
but of course,
forgotten by now. But think back.
But of course, as we all know, the you know, anyone who's ever played Three Houses can tell you that it goes like.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why I never really took to Eid Purpose. Like, I get it sounds exciting and cool, but that's not even my favourite map theme in Awakening. Like, I think, what is that one called? Destiny? Or maybe it's Conquest. There's like one, like, standard map theme that I really like from Awakening. But Eid Purpose never really took to me, even though, like, from, like, a standpoint of, like, you know, like, the epicness of, and the tone of where it is, like, you know, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, it's all, it's very exciting.
Did Cassie actually write it as Eid Purpose? Because
it's an autocorrect thing, most likely.
No, but I literally keep reading it as Eid Purpose whenever I see it. And then I like whenever I see the song, I'm like, Eid Purpose. What the?
It's Eid Purpose,
which is funny because we make that joke whenever we see a lowercase ID.
In what?
In the Tyrion Cuthbert stream.
Oh, the Tyrion Cuthbert stream on Sundays, 1 to 5 p.m. BST. That's the 3rd time we've done this.
Yeah,
we're doing too much.
We're doing too much for the plug. We need to put a plug away. What is Arvel even doing on my screen at this point? I forgot he was here.
Amidst that blazing battlefield was a man named Myson assisting Fleisch.
Why did you wait 2 chapters to go back to the Twisted arc? This is the... I said this earlier, but this is the most and then storytelling you'll ever see. Stuff just happens after other stuff.
No, Rad, we weren't in ALL when that happened.
What, we weren't?
No, that was the battle at ALL was the Catherine Randolph.
Oh my god!
And then we had that other battle that wasn't... Amidst that blazing battle, we weren't in ALL!
Oh my god,
we weren't in ALL, that's just false.
Unless he means...
What, we were near it?
No. Was it not the case that we fought her there, but then she... No, she wasn't there.
We were in that cave chapter.
Oh my god, this is just straight up wrong.
This is just wrong. He's just wrong. He just doesn't remember what happened, like, 2 streams ago.
Which is a shame, because we kind of did.
Like, what... Arvel, come on, man. At least
Lock in, Arvel.
if you're going to come back onto the stream, at least remember like what's going on in your own game. Really?
Yeah.
But
no, I don't actually. I don't remember that.
maybe I prefer the standard ones like because I played Awakening like in bed at night.
Do you know that Shadows of Valentia?
Cozy, relaxing art game.
Do you know that, like Shadows of Valentia song? The I can't remember what it is, but
Twilight of the Gods.
No, not Twilight of the Gods. It's that Shadows of Valentia. No, it's the Shadow of Valentia song that's in like that village, and it sounds like a Monster Hunter village song.
Oh,
I'm just so dead certain it does, and it brings me right
my
back to
favorite
4.
thing from Echoes. My favorite thing from Echoes has got to be like the Act 1, or maybe it's Act 3, but that Elm song. You know, that marching song?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I feel like
Very jolly.
Like, imagine like walking through the wilderness to that song, you know, like marching down the path, you know, like I don't know, that sounds like a little silly, but you know, it sounds like it'd be fun.
Goes on a walk in the woods, has that in his headphones. It's great.
It totally slipped my mind. What with all the
and
excitement
it fit because it was Marchy. Anyway,
I have to say, your companions don't seem particularly concerned about the true
why should they
nature
be?
of
Neither
the
do we.
powers.
Like we just haven't cared for like.
It's funny that he
half the
says
game.
that because Arvel's one of the ones who advocates for. Well, it's just power.
Yeah.
It's just power's just power.
I think he's
Doesn't
trying
mean
to bring
it's
it
evil or
back
not.
to the forefront of the plot because we forgot about it.
But have you yourself
No.
forgotten as well about Tomas? and
Bloody
what you
hell.
witnessed at the monastery?
That was
It would
3
be
years ago,
nice
buddy.
If you could build that up.
You kind of have to listen. That was we're on 91 hours of gameplay, and I know this is OGS, so we're longer than the average guy, but still, I'd still at least say you're getting like a good 20-30 hours of gameplay out of this, right? 20-30 hours later, I'm not remembering that. Like, if I'm a casual player, I'm not remembering that. Why bring it up in the first place?
Stop
Like, come on.
having all our opinions. I can't believe it. We agree on this as well. Like that's the weird thing because Echoes is one of those games that
Cass
for
is
some
just
reason
an alt account of you just
it's my
typing
alt account.
behind your back. It's like, oh,
No, but like the funny thing about Echoes, it's one of those games that the fan base generally accepts as having a good story, and I'm
Yeah,
just
I mean-
like, where is the good story here? Like we have serious major problems with the theme of the game.
The best part of the story is Ian Sinclair acting like he's in a Shakespeare performance with
he acted
Burkett.
his ass off.
You know, so it's just so. It's so weirdly funny because it's just like
Why can I not overcome him?
we're just sitting that next to, and then the gameplay for one. Clump emblem, just archers and mages and just so many clumps of enemies with the same stats, same weapons, everything identical, just slapped around all over the place. It's just crazy. It's such like a
and the fact that like they added a character into the game.
Oh yeah,
to damsel Celica more.
Oh, we need to make
than she
Celica's older
already
brother.
is. Like, let's retcon Celica's older brother, so you know he
She
would
can-
obviously be the one taking the throne,
so that she can
like get herself in trouble and then get saved
oh
by
no,
her brother.
I'm in trouble. Oh, my brother saved me. Great, thanks, Celica. And as usual, none of the characters are explored in the main plot at all,
Yeah.
really. Like, you just have Celica, and then someone yes-manning them, or Alm, and then someone yes-manning him, and then there you are, that's basically your plot. Alm goes around, goes, wait. Alm runs around, says, I'm a commoner, and I can get things done. No, you're actually a noble, you just didn't know it. That explains why I can get things done.
Like, literally, I saw some people on Fire Emblem Reddit, like, someone was disagreeing, someone was like, the fact that Alm's a noble doesn't matter. And
like, it
just
literally
saying,
is
it
the
doesn't matter
central
that he's a
theme.
noble. It's like, they didn't know he was a noble. He didn't know it was noble, so it doesn't matter. So, no. He couldn't have completed his quest if he wasn't a noble, because he couldn't have got the falchion. I was like, well, it doesn't matter because he did everything thinking he was a commoner. That's the important part. It's like, no. He couldn't have finished his quest. He would have lost if not for the fact that in his veins flows noble blood. That is literally. It is impossible for him to complete his quest without that.
I think. I think one thing that's even more problematic than Alm and Celica's relationship is the fact that they're... Well, you know, I guess it is part of their relationship. Half of their relationship is that polar opposites, or their back and forthing over peace or war or whatever. Well, but it doesn't work, because Celica goes, wait, but what if we just peace? And then Alm says, no, that's stupid. And then the narrative says... And Celica was stupid, and that's
Celica
it.
Was stupid, and Alm was right. You know, I think it's possible to have two characters be polar opposites. It's just you need them to be. They need to complement each other instead of clash. Like that's why it definitely feels like Celica is they're not compatible with each other. It's because instead of Alm accepting that, you know, Celica's mercy bolsters his she keeps him on the straight and narrow and makes sure he's only using violence when he needs to, and in turn Alm is protecting what Celica cares about. You know, simple thing to be sure, but you know, actually, what the hell? This isn't the. That wouldn't be the first time that a jailing mechanic was in a Fire Emblem
mechanics, but
actually, in the very previous game, Fates, you could do that.
You have a jailing mechanic.
That's insane. And then obviously, like, there's a dichotomy of you get some kind of resource for jailing them versus the more experience you get for actually killing them.
Except the only difference, the only thing that Celica does differently is basically the narrative tells us, you know, big Ludo narrative dissonance, because like the gameplay is telling us, oh, she's really peaceful, and just like in Fates, they have all that throwaway line. They have all those throwaway lines of just, it was really tough to, you know, knock out each of them. Anyway, it's just like, what do you mean you went around and knocked out
Honestly,
each of them?
It wouldn't be so bad if Celica actually just didn't have human opponents, because you could easily hand wave it.
She does.
But I'm saying if she just had to fight monsters, it would be so much easier to hand wave than the fact that she has to fight human enemies.
And she's got no qualms with
and just kills them, and then goes like, oh man, I really hope we don't have to use violence.
So at the end of the day, all we're looking at there is that Alm says we need to use violence, and Celica goes, no, I don't like using violence. And then Alm goes off and uses violence well because he's good at it and he knows it, and Celica fumbles around and goes, no, I don't want to use violence, then ends up using violence, but is worse at it than Alm because she doesn't like doing it.
Huh. Yes, I did, yeah. I think I see what you're getting at, though. Tomas and Mycen had similar powers, and they were probably working together.
Please.
Sheds, you literally...
Citation
we
needed.
just got over the fact that your powers are like Tomas's, and you're not working with him. Why would you assume Mycen is dissimilar from you, and actually was working with him?
Which means maybe and maybe your power...
Aren't they the same power in the first place? I forgot who Alm's voice acted by. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, voice actors are so commonly given. I mean, really bad roles, but you know, someone has to voice the bad characters, and you can't, and they can't go around giving everyone the full script. So it's not like the voice actors can go, nah, this looks bad. I won't take this role. So, you know, they just get told, hey, we want you to do this role, and then they get given some absolute toss, and it's just like, well, you know what it is. Like, it's not like they can do anything about it, but yeah, so often the writers just churn out slop that I'm like, and I always do say this nowadays, because I just don't, I just see I see scripts like this, like Three Hopes, and I'm just looking at it like, this was written like it was written by an AI. Was it written by an AI, or was someone paid to do this? Like, a substantial sum of money. Someone was getting big buckaroonies for this script. They were, like, making lines, making some top-notch scenes like these. Oh, yeah. That's fire. No. What? How are you paying someone for that? That's crazy.
Ferdiad is already in our sights. What exactly is there for
The
us to talk
strategy
about now?
going into sieging a capital?
Don't tell me you're calling off the attack.
No, of course not. This is actually something I've been mulling over for a
Because
while now.
Celica's
Let's say
voice
we win the
actress
next battle
definitely
and manage
gets
to get
that
the
from
kingdom
me.
to surrender.
Like the
What's next for
pity
Fo?
of like, okay, you're a really good voice actress. How come you don't? How come you don't get good roles?
Kyle was Hyde?
Dude, what are the chances?
Nah, that's almost plug worthy. I mean,
Kyle
wow.
Hyde. Well, we're not doing.
We're
a
not doing
a Hotel Dust.
We're not doing a Hotel Dust thing, but it's just like, that was such a classy hotel. That was like stars aligned for the Hotel Dusk reference there. That's crazy.
We don't have the power to rule the kingdom, nor any interest
So you don't have the
in doing so.
what?
They haven't got enough people to
You just
rule it, I guess.
you just don't have enough people. Like what?
What is this person's name?
I imagine we'd work out some sort of joint governance plan with the Empire. Then
Oh, we'd probably
negotiate
get
the
some
rest
joint
from
governance or
I
something.
mean,
You know,
I mean that makes some sense.
we could. I
Erica
imagine.
Lindbeck, that's her name.
I imagine we could probably. I imagine we could probably spin weekends with us, weekdays with them.
Although, given the difference in power between us and the Empire, most of the kingdom's territory would likely go to them.
That's
Exactly.
weird.
And what would Edelgard's next project be?
I thought it was
Less
Kate Higgins who
making
voiced.
us a
You
vassal of the Empire.
already are a vassal of the Empire. She just bosses you around, and you just let that happen. You don't realize you're already a vassal, bro.
Yeah, you're halfway there.
The Empire takes control of us, and Fodlan's one big happy family again. I don't think that would come as a shock to anyone.
So?
You just
what
said
are
it was
we
a big
gonna do
happy
about it?
family. Why do you not want that?
We yank out the root of this conflict ourselves. We'll bring the war
That's
to an
one
end
character
on
that
our
I was
own
like,
terms.
okay, that's a good character.
What, like you go and assassinate the Pope or something?
And by root, I assume you are referring to the central
Because she's had a
church.
few. Erica
I am.
Lindbeck's had a few at least.
They're the one and only
Carl
reason
Macaulay, I
we're
can't,
cooperating with
Macaulay,
the
I can't
Empire,
think of
right?
what I've seen him in.
Why does Claude think that two warring nations, when we just go and assassinate the Pope, the kingdom will just go like, valid. You got us. Like,
you're still gonna have to. You've just made yourselves enemies of the kingdom.
Yeah, the kingdom won't.
You have no
just,
choice but to fight
the
them
kingdom won't just like stop aggression. Like you won't just get a Whiterun guard run up to you and be like, "Hey, pay the fine," and then you pay the fine and they just walk off. Like this is, you're at war. You've invaded them.
The church wields their authority like some sort of righteous
What?
cudgel. The problem is, said authority was never theirs to begin with. They need to
What
be
is he
stopped.
talking about?
That was just supreme waffle.
He's just waffling.
That was
actually
nothing more
they
than
wield
waffle.
their authority like some sort of righteous cudgel. Bro learnt the word cudgel. But like, what does he mean by that? What does he mean by any of this?
Ain't that the truth? I mean, if you can't get a decent emotional roll out of the Lord character, then we're kind of cooked.
Yeah.
Oh, he's saying
If they
that's
were
the
to
Empire's
continue
moral
fighting
argument.
After the church is eliminated, it would be nothing more than blatant aggression.
So you're saying the Empire would just kind of be forced for some reason to stop?
I guess they'd have to stop, but like that's only if the kingdom decides not to counter-invade.
Yeah.
But is it even possible to destroy the Central Church without conquering Fargus?
Probably.
That's why
Yeah,
we're going straight
I
for the
agree completely. Like the
Dimitri's
voice
going to
actors
answer
are
that
definitely the
question
one
for us.
thing where it's like
Interesting. And
they
what
can
will
be
you
really
decide,
good, but given absolutely shoddy directing or lines, and then...
Yeah, I mean, no, voice talents are really great. I do love voice talent and everything, but I like
Ben
voice talent.
Starr in Final Fantasy
Yeah.
16.
Don't get me wrong.
That is such a supreme example of what I'm talking about here, because man, oh man, can that guy act.
It's honestly kind of that's. Honestly
And they gave him nothing.
It's kind of my aggression towards writers as well. You have so many people working off of. You're the foundation. You're the one who's writing the foundation of everything that's going to come off of this, right? All the voice acting, all of the like graphical elements, all of that has to be world built around what you make, and then you just make some slop, and it's like, wow, great, thanks, amazing. Like, you can't save it from there.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll do either of these. He'll probably stand and fight to the death. We just had in the last scene acknowledgement that they have a very knightly culture, a very I'd rather die than submit. And now we're going to say, oh, they might submit though.
I guess he'll want the kingdom to become a vassal state of the Federation and...
Just stop. Honestly, you are beyond belief
Real.
sometimes. Have we not gone over why that's impossible? Our actions will effectively force him to cut ties with the church.
Why?
I do kind of like that Arvel just went, shut up.
Why would our actions
That was funny as
force
hell.
him to cut ties with the church? Punching someone in the face won't make them renounce their religion.
Yeah.
They'll just go, hey, why'd you punch me in the face?
What I meant is, we're gonna make him cut
How?
ties with the church?
Exactly.
But the King of Fargus made a commitment to the Central Church when he granted them sanctuary. Decisions of that nature are not so lightly
Yes,
reversed.
Actually true.
Of that, I have no doubt. But if he refuses, this senseless...
No, it's not senseless because you're attacking his religion.
Claude is completely...
This is a fight for his...
understand.
This is a fight for his soul and the souls of his people.
He's completely lost in... He's lost in the source.
This is a fucking holy war, mate.
Its people hurt or killed. I know Dimitri doesn't want that. And neither do
We're
we.
so confused.
Ending this war with as few sacrifices as possible is something we should all
No. Then they just not fight you. If no one fights, then you don't have anyone dying. Clearly, there's a problem that with your views they're opposing, and that's why they're fighting you.
Yeah.
You can't just say, oh well,
war doesn't happen for no reason.
Well,
war doesn't just happen.
Why don't they just not fight us? No, they're fighting you because they disagree with you, and they think risking the lives of their people is worth it.
No. I didn't even notice that Bonet was voiced by Ian Sinclair. I mean, that just goes to show, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's great. That
just goes to show, because, like, I actually had no idea. Like, I feel like I would have.
If you do the math and weigh which option involves the fewest casualties, the answer is quite obvious.
I see your point. It does sound like it.
More of these lines where everyone's just going, yes.
Yeah, sure, we can convince a guy to renounce his religion.
But would they do something so
Wow,
dishonorable?
Holst speaking truth.
Fargus places a high value on chivalry, after all.
I don't know. But it's not going to matter unless we can actually get in a position to ask.
Hilda's right. We'll have to deal with this after the next battle. And that's assuming we can defeat Dimitri and his army. As always...
So we're going to fight the king's army, the last line of defense of the kingdom.
Yeah.
In order to make less people die.
Yeah.
But I argue the case. Who's left?
Yeah, genuinely, wait. What, yeah, what are we doing? If we're beating his army and everything, why are we doing this? Why not? Not?
Yeah. How bizarre, how bizarre. Don't be shy, speak up if you've got a suggestion.
Here's what I had in mind.
I've got an idea.
Here's what
How about I'll take care of it?
Let's get rolling, everyone.
Alright.
Well, let's not get rolling.
Let's not get rolling now. It's been a long, tiring stream.
Yeah, I think that's where we'll call it for now.
Well, I'll go to the usual spot because I'd like.
Yeah, you got to call off the stream there. Thanks so very much for watching.
Yeah, thanks for sticking around, Cassie.
Yep. We will of course be streaming this same time next week, 7 PM to 11 PM BST. for more Three Hopes, unless a trailer drops.
Yeah, I'll be seeing that.
And our subsequent stream, currently the next one that is going to happen in real time is the Sunday stream from 1 PM to 5 PM BST, where we will be streaming Tyrion Cuthbert. But yes, thanks once again for watching, and we'll catch you on next time. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
Ciao.